my verses are just like the whips at the end, they bulletproof. -20, we in Pitfield at K's Kitchen in a Canada Goose. Famous as fuck, but I'm still in the cut when they round up the troops. I'm just a sicko, a real sicko when you get to know me, nigga. I let the diss record drop, you was staying right below me, nigga. We must have played it 100 times, you was going to bed. Why would I put on a vest? I expect you to aim for the head. I could've killed you the first time. You don't have to try and say it louder, nigga. Trust me, heard you the first time. It's nothing personal, I would've done it to anyone. And I blame where I came from, and I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond, you better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful. Then I hit them with the high line. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. Mo G with the dance moves. Ad Boy with the dance moves. Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull. Yeah, and I can really dish it out. Come and get it from the source. But fuck with all the word of mouth. Go to state running practice at my house, nigga. What am I about? You gon' really feel it now. I'm out here looking for revenge.
I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Damn, life so short. Fuck it, I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it, got a budget for the lawyer though. Fuck it, I'm on the run for the month. I'm in the bucket, paid 200 for it. My little nigga stuck and even got me paranoid. I'm getting money, that's in any nigga category. Double M, I got G's out in California. I ride for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. I slide for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dawg. I ride for my niggas.
It bothers me when the guards get to acting like the bras. Guess every team doesn't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap changed. It was a time it was rugged. Back when if a nigga reached, it was for the weapon. Nowadays, niggas reach just to sell they record. Spaghetti bolognese in the polo lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how I roll around. Might look like, but we heavy though. You think Drake would put some shit like that? You never know. $1 million meetings in the polo lounge. Me and my man Oliver North, that's how I roll around. Shorty wanna tell me secrets by the rap, nigga. I tell that bitch it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe my nigga, I hate it, had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucy and I said, fuck it, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Bag her like we in Publix and take her ass out in public. Ordered it up filet, told them butterflies, she'll love it. She used to soda and nuggets, she really just started thugging. I'm just hitting my pinnacle, you and pussy identical. You like the fucking finish line, we can't wait to run into you. But let me get my mind off that young rich motherfucker getting mine off rap with my niggas.
I ride for my niggas.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle.
And it's your co-host that does it the most at Rick Masters 23 or Mr. Lee on IG, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast, man. You already know what time it is. We got that merch. We got the red, the black, the white. Hit up me and B Jizzle, man, in our DMs, man, if you want to merch. Some merchandise there, man. And then also just remember, man, we got the subscribers. We got them tags. Don't forget about that. Hit that like button when you walk up in here. Make sure you're doing that. And like I said, with the membership badges, man, also we have the super stickers and super comments available. So, if y'all got something to say while we having the show, make sure y'all go ahead and drop a little something. Don't forget, CASHAPP $BJ Matthews, man. Real simple there, $BJ Matthews. And just make sure with the pull-up badge, $4.99 a month, shout outs, promotion of your social medias, send to bjmatthews3@gmail.com. All them Clipper fans out there, we got the Clippers badge at $9.99 a month, 3 weekly videos, and all access to interviews with Clipper supporters and other players and staff members. And don't forget that summer is coming around. So we got the big names coming up. You already know the interview badge for $14.99 a month. And like I said, during the summer, man, we got some special guests coming in. BJ and I lining some stuff up. But yo, BJ, we got a good show today, man. So go ahead and take it away.
Just a recap of my brother telling y'all, make sure y'all get those membership badges that are available. 3 different options. We got the pull-up badge, we got the LA Clipper badge, and the interview badge. All entails great perks for this membership. Also, you guys also make sure you guys, if you guys have anything y'all want to drop into the Cash App, it's $BJ Matthews, $BJ Matthews for all this great content that we give to y'all on a daily, monthly, weekly, yearly basis. And if you guys want to go and go to our super stickers, right below the button that says thanks underneath the video, I'm gonna read, or my boy Rick to read, make sure you guys hit that button that says thanks, and we'll get that comment read out as soon as possible. And last but not least, make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Rick, let's go into some of these comments before we let people in and talk about the show, bro. I'm gonna let you do the honors.
All right, man. Will I am, you know what I'm saying, with 5 stars. Let's talk basketball today in the playoffs. Yeah, we can segue it in and chiming in there for you, man. And then Steven Torres said, people knew SGA was going to be nice. Kawhi wanted the super team. All right. Bruce Morrow, he said that second intro song is hilarious, man. You know, Bruce always coming in, but he be right most time. And then Miss Tay says, salute, Steven, and salute to you, Miss Tay. You know what I'm saying? The realist said, salute BJ in the chat. Salute to you, sir. And then, of course, we got, let's see who's new in here. Here we go. We got a Titus. Is that Ibby? Salute to you, sir. Salute from the pull-up show. And let's see. Oh, we got our boy Andre 76. I know Kirk about to cap for SGA. He said Kirk about to cap. Oh man, so Kirk, you definitely gotta get up here. And then what Alpha the Great 28? He said B Gizzle. Nah, B. I think I said B Jizzle, but no, not B Gizzle. That do sound funny though. Like B Gizzle. Let's see. The realist said it must be a blood Sunday. Yo, to all the bloods out there, much respect. I only wear it because of the show, because I know how y'all get. You know what I'm saying? I know how y'all get. And all the Crips, I don't want no problems. We look, this is the color we got together. We all family. You know what I'm saying? And then let's see here. Then we got boom, boom, boom. All right, that's everybody. So, of course, like Miss Tay is saying, let's support the host, Super Stickers, Cash App. And don't forget to grab your pull-up shirts, sweaters, and hoodies, man. So y'all already know the deal, man. And then Miss Tay, you already know we appreciate you. But BJ, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this question to kick off the show, man. You already know that SGA, Shai Alexander, brother, he is an OKC doing his thing. Matter of fact, to give him more of a profile here, we already know that Shai right now is 31.1 points, 5.5 rebounds, 6.6 assists, and 54.8 in field goal percentage as we speak this year. Second in all league points, man, in the season, 65th in the rebounding department, 14th in the assists, and 21st when it comes to that field goal percentage. A player that is 6'6", 25 years old, came from Kentucky, went to Charlotte, but went to the Clippers, man. And we already know that, you know, the Thunder themselves, he is leading that team right now. And BJ, as you said before the show, you know, obviously the way they got their system set up, unlike the Clippers, man, you could tell that it's really, really, you know, his team. You can kind of see that. And the coach allows him to do what he do, but he plays well with his team. So he has a nice little system. 39-17 for the Oklahoma City Thunder right now, 37-18. So only a game, man. You know, that's easy to come back from with the Clippers. But my question to you is, brother, when it comes to him, is that do you think, BJ, that the Clippers made a mistake by trading him back in 2019 when they asked for the trade to get Paul George? Do you think that was an issue? Do you think everything turned out just well? What are your thoughts initially on that?
All right. So y'all have to excuse me because my camera is a little bit funky right now. So y'all gonna excuse me, just have the audio for at this point. But to answer your question, bro, let's first go into like where this started at. So of
Okay.
course, and as y'all come in here, make sure y'all hit that like button. This was a report that was released from Doc Rivers, our previous coach, back 3.5 years ago, where he was the coach of the Clippers, and he was in the middle of the trade to get PG for SGA. That's the time that Kawhi Leonard was getting, in that free agency, coming off that championship. That was the whole free agency period. And, Doc Rivers was the head coach at that time. And he, of course, was the person, one of the people that, lured Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers. And as he was luring Kawhi Leonard in to get him signed, Kawhi had a few conditions. The one main condition was basically he's back in LA. Of course, it's going to be his team. But the biggest caveat is who's going to be there to assist him. Coming off Toronto, that championship, he didn't have no superstar or no other star beside him. He had a bunch of good role players who did their role. There's good defensive players as well, but he didn't have a big brand name. So now you come in to the Clippers, he's looking to build with somebody as equal as far as his level and his talent and his game. And Doc Rivers relayed that, he lured to, keep from, Kawhi Leonard trading SGA for Paul George. So I want to read a little bit of article. I'm going to give it right back to you. This is what was said by Doc Rivers. He said, I even brought it up to Kawhi. Are you sure? Rivers told Tim McMahon of ESPN. I think Shai is going to be an amazing player. It may take a year or two, but I think you're underestimating how good Shai is going to be. I didn't argue the decision or anything, but I brought it up. I just thought, is there any way we can do this deal without putting Shai in it? Because so I could see Doc did not want to put SGA, his second year, going to a second year player, into that deal, right? Then he continues right here. Kawhi Leonard would only commit to signing with the Clippers in 2019 if George came along, giving the Thunder significant leverage in trade talks. The Clippers wound up sending Gilgeous to Danilo Gallinari and 5 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps to Oklahoma City in exchange for Paul George. So they didn't just give up SGA; they gave up another, vet in Danilo Gallinari and 5 first-round picks. So that just goes to show you at that time just how much of a player, PG was at that time. You train all this for one guy, just shows the level he was on going into that season. But the big caveat is that Kawhi Leonard wanted another star beside him to give him the opportunity to win. He was not willing to wait any time to get him a championship. So, bro, so when you ask me the question, should we have traded SGA for Paul George, I do think that was, the right move. Now, the only problem has been we haven't won a championship. But the problem with that is also that 3 of the last 4 years, we haven't had our best player in the playoffs. We got to keep something in respect. The only reason that has really stopped this ship from going is that Kawhi Leonard has been hurt at the worst times. So if Kawhi Leonard, if they win a championship, are we even having this discussion? Right? It's kind of like the Anthony Davis trade from New Orleans. The only reason that people say, oh, was it worth the trade is because they won a championship. So the fact that the Clippers have been, resulting of injuries, this is why this question continuously goes up. But I think we got to, keep it a spade a spade. If Kawhi Leonard is healthy, one of these playoff series, no doubt in my mind, we already have a championship. So I kind of want to put that to rest, but I'm going to give it back to you, kind of give you your thoughts.
All right. Well, BJ, as always, man, good articulation. But with me, man, look, I'm playing as it comes, man. We didn't know. I mean, Doc Rivers, the irony of it all, right? Because the Bucks right now, I wish you have that eye right now for the Bucks, you know what I'm saying? And Greek freaking them. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where we didn't know. Right? You don't know. Like the brother came in 2018. He still needs time to develop, and you got a superstar and not 1, but 2-time, title MVP holder, man. I mean, look, whatever that man says, it's pretty much going to go. He had the power. He had the, talking rights. Whatever he wanted, it was going to happen. And also Kawhi Leonard, if y'all know I'm talking about, thanks BJ for putting this picture up there if they didn't catch on. But also Paul George. I mean, look, we've seen this guy go at LeBron in his prime, you know, back in the Miami days. We've seen the the ferociousness and how powerful he is. And this dude, and let me make sure I give Paul George his flowers if he ever catch this podcast. Because people like to make fun of him. That dude's a dog, man. I don't know if y'all watch basketball, but just with the eye test alone, that dude is a dog. And this is how I'm gonna explain it. Because that picture that BJ got up with him dunking on Birdman right there, that I look at Paul George in two phases, kind of like the Jordan phases. That was Paul George back when he was in the 90s, like a 90s Jordan, on the early 3 runs. And then now when you see him, he's like the Jordan back with the Utah Jazz hitting fadeaways. Like he literally like had to change his dynamics, change his game up. And both Paul Georges, no matter which one you pick, is effective. But the way he plays now is so dangerous because, my man, when you that tall and you play like a 5'5" little fast point guard and his little shimmies and all his little skill sets that man have, I can definitely see why Kawhi Leonard was like, yeah, we need to get that guy. And might I add, dude can play defense. And we know Kawhi Leonard is a defense person, right? You can tell he sleep, eat, and breathes that. So it's only right that Kawhi Leonard's want somebody who's going to be just as doggish as him on the defensive end. And BJ, you already, completed this part for me. But at the same time, we never really got to see, a full season, unless you want to add this one, where when everybody's playing, they a problem. You know what I'm saying? And they got so many different backups and they got a great coach. And I think this is really the first season, barring injuries, right? Because that's what's been killing them. That's what's been aching them for the last 4 or 5 seasons, where we actually can see them play and they are all healthy, right? And as we can see, when they playing all healthy and you even got somebody in Harden that's coming and tagging along and playing with the system, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, this year it is safe to say, man, that they should make a good run. So overall, we just didn't know. That's how I answer that, because yeah, if Shai would have stayed, right, and they still could have acquired other great picks because they gave away 5 picks or whatever. So the last couple of years they could have grabbed some first rounders. I'm not really big on what ifs and what could have happened because you just never know. But it is safe to say they still probably would have been a good team. Shai's a great player, but as a personal, opinionated person, this is an individual being very subjective. I need defense. I need a two-way player. So I'm not going to go against Kawhi Leonard's choosing and his thoughts when he was thinking to himself back then. Yet again, as an MVP champion, come from Toronto Raptors, first year and ever title for the doggone organization. Hey, I want that guy over there in OKC. I want Paul George. I know what he's about. I've seen him in action for years. And I think we can do this together. So I'm not even going to go against Kawhi Leonard because he wanted that. And I think as we see him right now when everybody's healthy, he did make the right choice. But I'm not going to poo-poo the idea that they could have been just as good with tutelage of Kawhi Leonard over a Shai, Alexander. But at the same time, Kawhi knew he needed to keep winning. He wants to keep winning. But what's been plaguing that Clippers team, BJ, as you said, was those injuries. So now that the injuries don't look like it's a big issue right now and everybody's playing and are all cylinders right now, bro, yeah, we can go to La La Land, but we're in the real land right now. And I'm telling you right now, man, the Clippers look like they mean business. And so I'm not mad that they got rid of Shai, but it's always nice to think about. It's a nice what if. But I agree with you, BJ, and I agree with most of the Clippers nation, even though I'm rooting for Greek Freak. That team, as of today, is very dangerous. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, man. And let me give some flowers to SGA in a minute. And as y'all come in here and smash the like button, my picture is actually a little bit funky, so that's why I'm doing the audio. But a couple of things that you said, bro, was very prevalent. First of all, we don't get the big dog if we don't get Paul George. That's documented, that's understood. Without Paul George, Kawhi doesn't come to the Clippers. So for y'all asking the question, should we have kept SGA, y'all really banking on SGA leading us to any championships or any, deep runs into the playoffs? I mean, shit, he ain't let his team past the first round since he's been in the league, which I'm gonna get to in a minute. And I want to give SGA some flowers. I had said a couple years ago, I made a video, if y'all don't know, I made a video speaking on the Clippers or the Lakers need to trade Anthony Davis for SGA. I said this before the season last year. I've been big on SGA since Kentucky. I knew his game. I knew he picks his spots very well. He's very, composed. First of all, he don't really talk much trash, right? He's very composed. He has a very, very quiet killer in him. You know what I'm saying? He's improved his three-point shot. He's a great off-ball defender. And I think that, personally has that it factor. I think he would have been a perfect fit with LeBron. I had said this before anybody was on SGA. So I was very, very high on SGA before all the hype. But let's call a spade a spade. SGA just came to the party. The man's 25 years old, right? He's 25 years old. He's in his 6th season. He is just coming to the party. Rick, how sometimes if you go to your homie house and I'm asking like this nigga every time I pull up to the house, he's always, telling me, oh, I'm gonna be outside. You gotta wait 10, 15 minutes. You know that family member you always gotta pull up to the house.
Yeah.
And they late. That's what's going on with SGA. He's just coming out to the party. Guys at his age, Trae Young, he's already had his playoff historic run. Luka Doncic at 24, who's younger than Shai, has had multiple playoff historic runs. Right? Jason Tatum, 25 years old, been to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals, multiple times.
Why you cooking? Oh man.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
SGA is just coming to the party. So for the people keep bringing up SGA, all he is doing is literally what he's supposed to be doing. He's actually a little bit late. And I hate to say this about him because I like SGA's game, but some of y'all need to pump the brakes. Now, if you had told me he's an Anthony Edwards who's 22, right, who's already had he's already been to the playoffs at 22. He gave us the business in the playing game 2 years ago. Gave us the business. That's why I love Anthony Edwards. If you want to say Tyrese Halliburton is coming up, that's fine. He's 23. I mean, shit, Zion Williams is 23 years old. He's been hurt. He's already been to the playoffs.
He ain't got 2 babies.
Yeah. Motherfucker, he can't even stay in shape. He's already been to the playoffs. Right?
Oh,
last time we saw the Minnesota Timberwolves last year, they got blew out in the playing game. SGA went 5 for 19, had 12 free throws, which he gets a lot of favorable calls by that ref. That's another thing. I'm not trying to trash him, but I'm just saying, let's pump the brakes here. SGA is a good player. He's been, balling in the past couple seasons. Now, where was he the other 4 seasons?
BJ, why you cooking, bro? God,
I gotta pull out the curtains, man. God. SGA, when Chris Paul left that team the year after that bubble, they were the 5th seed. SGA gets his own team the year after. OKC 2 straight years in a row. 22 and 15, 24 and 58. Losing records, bottom of the damn Western Conference. This was SGA as the first option. Last year, starting to get better. 40 and 42. They play in, but they don't make the playoffs. This year, they've actually been able to, capitalize and making it work. Now, one thing I'll give SGA some credit. I did not expect the Thunder to get to the playoffs this quickly. I think it would have took another year or 2. So they have definitely hit me ahead of the curve there. Right? So that's very important to highlight. But I want to talk about this last thing before I, give it back to you. If we want to compare SGA and PG, let's play that game. SGA has been in the league for 6 seasons, as I stated. He's 25 years old. Right? I've already named all the 25-year-olds. His age has already had playoff historic runs. And let me also say this, and I hate to say this. The reason why what's opened the door for SGA is that Ja Morant got in trouble. Kind of like Rick, how Chris Brown and Trey Songz comparison. Everybody talking about Trey Songz back in high school. And Chris Brown got into that shit with Rihanna. and that opened the door for Trey Songz.
Why you cooking?
That's the same thing that happened with SGA and Ja. The only reason people talked about, did anybody mention SGA's name, or was Ja Morant getting in trouble? Because I saw Ja Morant as top 10. Now it's SGA. Is this, that, and the other. Again, pump the brakes. If Ja Morant doesn't get in trouble, that's not opening the door for SGA to do what he's doing. Ja Morant already led the Grizzlies to 2 straight years as a second seed in the Western Conference. And I'm not even a Ja Morant fan like that. But, I mean, facts is facts. But I got to say this last thing. If we're going to say that SGA, we should have kept him, what exactly was he going to do them 4 seasons? Because at 23 years old, let me tell you what PG was doing his first 3 seasons. He was getting his team to the conference finals. He was getting his team deep to the conference finals. Well, BJ, SGA led his team to the first seed this year. Well, they're the second seed, and Paul George did that already in his 4th season. 2 years before SGA led his team to the first seed. PG not only led his team to the first seed his 4th season of his career, he also faced LeBron James and that prime Miami Heat team. He was the best player on the court. He was the best player on the court that series. His 4th year. Y'all can see the screenshot. So you think SGA is doing that his 4th season? You lost your damn mind. You think he's going up against that prime Miami Heat team, taking them 7 games? His first time, 6 games the second year. You think SGA is doing that shit? Nah, I doubt it. I mean, shit, he couldn't even beat a Minnesota team that y'all claim is mentally weak or not smart. He couldn't even beat that team. So what makes you think he could have did anything against this prime Miami Heat team? So I say that to say this. SGA was not ready to take over the reins at all. What he is, he's a guy who's developed, worked on his game, works very hard, became very good. But if you think he could have did some shit like this.
Oh, BJ just still roasting. God, dog.
You lost your fucking mind.
Yeah.
This guy's playoff. You want to know what SGA's playoff averages? Right?
Oh, what is it, BJ?
15 points per game.
Oh, man.
So, brother, it's one thing for you to be doing all this during the season. It's one thing for you to be doing all it through this to the season. Yeah, you look good, giving 30 points a game in the season. Y'all team's number 1 seed. Shit, I saw Ja Morant do the same thing 2 years ago. No one's talking about Ja Morant right now. All right, I seen you can do that through the season. Anybody can do that. Let's see what happens when we get to the playoffs and they actually game plan for you. Series after series, game after, if you actually get there.
No.
SGA had to deal with that, man. There's a reason why Kawhi Leonard wanted PG. And if you ask him today, he don't regret that decision. That's why he's asking to resign PG and James Harden. If we don't get Paul George, we don't get Kawhi Leonard. So you're basically telling me SGA within these last 3 seasons without Kawhi could have led us to the Western Conference, could have led the entire playoffs in all these categories. And you telling me we're going to have a winning season record without our big dog? You lost your fucking mind.
Facts.
Please stop with the cap. I'll give it back to you, Rick.
Man, look, I'm not even gonna add to it. Turn the stove down, BJ. turn the stove down. And like Sean said, damn, at BJ is a frying. Those are the two quotes, man, that I'm gonna say with that, man. Because BJ, the minute you start putting up Luka and Tatum and what's the brother name in Atlanta? When you start putting them brothers up, man, I say, yo, wait a minute. And then you use the metaphor. You know that uncle that shows I'm about 5'3" minutes away. And then you came back with the Mike Tyson right when you start showing PG lead and everything. I'm like, yo, hey, even if I had a stack of paperwork to try to fight that, it wouldn't even matter. Go put it away. So BJ, I don't have nothing to add to it, man. Cooking, well done, man. This steak is well done. But let's go through the comments before we go to break, man. Salute to Mercedes, man. It looked like she said salute to everybody. So everybody on the panel and BJ, salute to you, Miss Mercedes, man. And then, of course, let's see who else we got in here. A new name. Let's see. John Jackson. So Thunder won for future purposes, but Clippers got a steal with Paul George. He still has about 3 or 4 good years left. To me, it was good trade for both teams. And I like that, you know, because at the end of the day, like BJ has got through cooking and saying, at the end of the day, you're not getting no Kawhi Leonard without no Paul George. And like I said, this year, everybody healthy, barring injury, is going to be exciting year in the playoffs. And then let's see, Logical Raptors fanatic, OKC tanked hard after CP3, and SGA went to the playoffs and went to Game 7 with the Rockets. That OKC team wasn't good. Those are facts. Let's see, Titus Ibby, I just don't trust hard choke Paul Bricks and Westbrook. I'm going to keep it real. And that's fair. And basketball is subjective, you know what I'm saying? But we will see. Like I said, barring injury, we will see. You know, it's pretty. What I'm saying is I feel a little bit better, though, with the Clippers because of what BJ just showed. And then let's see who else I saw in here. We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Yo, everyone, salute to you, brother. Appreciate you showing up, man. Let's see any new names in here. Let's go down the list. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And Just Win Baby Podcast, man. Salute to you, sir. But yo, man, we're about to go to this break, y'all. We're going to start letting y'all in, man. But BJ, again, nice cooking, bro. Nice.
Rick crazy, boy. Wait, Rick crazy. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Rick, man. Mercedes, with the laughy emoji. Welcome to. I think I've just started seeing her more and more, so definitely appreciate you coming in. But we just dropped the link for y'all who want to come in and cook. The floor is yours, man. You know, definitely giving y'all the floor to kind of get what y'all want to get out. Let's look at some of these other comments. Let's see. SGA is definitely having a better season than Kawhi. Are y'all? Yeah, he's having a great season, but like I said, this is a situation SGA is not in about 2 months. He's gonna be in a situation he never been in before. So let's see if all that hipping and hollering is going to be exposed in the playoffs. Because if you're not talking about the playoffs, what are you really talking about? It's really simply he is having a great he had a great regular season last year. It's time for this brother to start doing it in the playoffs. He's in his 6th year. He's 25 years old. These other cats I just named been having better seasons and playoffs historically. And we talking about SGA as if he's 21, 22 like Anthony Edwards, like he's Tyrese Halliburton, like he's Zion Williamson. Right? So I think that's the big caveat. That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm. Look, man, and then what I have to say to I don't know, I'm trying to look at her picture. Is it Miss Wavy? It looked like that's a female. That's a woman. Miss Wavy, like BJ is saying, you know, like BJ said, we get it. But also the way BJ broke it down, he gave other examples of people around his age just having better runs, right? Like showing up late to that party, man. Like, look, nobody, and he said it, and I'm gonna back him up. Nobody's saying that SGA is not cooking this. We not saying that. We gave love to the brother. BJ said twice during the opening that he's gonna give his flowers to SGA twice. But at the same time, we can't sit up here and act like other guys have not done that already. And then when we realistically look at things here, is look, man, you can't tell me you don't feel comfortable with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and that squad they got right now. I mean, barring what they've already accomplished and what we've seen, it's just, but I'm not gonna say you're wrong, because if you really feel like I said, it's subjective, so nobody's saying nobody's wrong, but it's fair to say that we just have to see. We can end it on that note. We'll just have to see. But if I'm going basically into a situation where it was like, hey, do you feel safer over here or do you feel safer over here? Subjectively speaking, I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Clippers. But I won't be shocked if, OKC made a run. I wouldn't be shocked because Shai's playing out of his lights right now. Like, he going off, right? So we definitely don't want to come off as like, we trying to crap on him or poo-poo on him. No, that's not what we saying. We just basically saying that we've seen guys that, were around his age, around his time, having, better careers and doing better things, and he just showing up. But, when you got Kawhi and Paul George at that top, man, with that team that they got, and ain't nobody injured, we just know that we got a better deal going that route. But we will see. That's how we end it. We'll see.
Hey, we got Kirk in the building. What's good, Kirk?
What's going on, y'all? Why am I the first one in here? I was not trying to be but then again, I clicked on it very fast, so I was not trying to be the first one in here. What's going on, y'all?
What's happening?
Nothing, man, nothing. Yes, if we're answering your question, yes, they should have traded for SGA, because like you just said, they wouldn't have got Kawhi. He's a Kirk about to cap for SGA. That's crazy. I'm not about to cap for SGA, but I do have some things to say. SGA is probably my second favorite player. My first Kawhi, of course. That's why I found this chat. And BJ and Rick, y'all do give the Clippers, this is basketball in general, but y'all give the Clippers their just due. And a lot of people don't, especially Kawhi. So that's the reason why I'm on this chat. I found this chat. Maybe he's laughing like shit, like a year ago, 2 years ago. So appreciate you, BJ, for putting the Clippers on Front Street, basically. But yes, they made the right trade. Of course they did, because they wouldn't like you said, have got Kawhi or Paul George. But Paul George obviously was coming off his best season statistically, offensively and defensively. So, and SGA had nowhere near the impact of Paul George. He did play a playoff game with the Warriors in 2019, but he was nowhere near the player that he was today. So, yes, the Clippers should have made that trade. But this is what I will say about SGA. And I understand BJ said SGA came late to the party. He did come late to the party. But guess what? He is that dude that came late to the party, but he was worth the wait, because all those dudes except Luka have not had a year like SGA. At least the last 2 years, averaging 30, over 50% shooting. I'm just saying, and I think he's averaging 2 steals now. If he finishes out the season, he'll be the first guard to do it since MJ. And they said MJ did it like 8 times, so he'll be like the 9th guard to do it. That averaged 30, over 50-something% shooting with 2 steals a game. So SGA came very late to the party, but it was well worth the wait, because guess what? Other than Luka, he's having better years that Jason Tatum had, John Morant, Anthony Edwards, like any player that you want to name. Zion, we ain't going to even talk about Zion. He's never healthy, so Zion could be late in the playoffs all he wants. SGA has been in the playoffs before, of course, but he hasn't been obviously impactful. We have to see this. We have to see this season. That's why I'm very excited to see this Thunder team, because I know SGA. I think he will have that playoff performance that we expect him to, but we don't know, because like you just said, he does have a lot of free throws. That's what I will give you. But SGA is very, I don't know. I mean, even Paul George hasn't had a season like SGA. Statistically, not saying he's better than Paul George. Of course he's not, because Paul George has made multiple playoff runs and faced very elite teams, historic teams. So we're just going to have to see what SGA brings to the table now, because now he's shown that he can dominate in the regular season. Now we have to see if he can dominate in the playoffs, and that's the last thing for SGA. And by the way, Kobe was a late bloomer too, but Kobe was on a better team.
Not this
SGA.
damn late.
Nah, of course not. No. Of course, SGA is a very late bloomer. But if you're talking about a late bloomer giving me 30 points a game on over 50% shooting, and barely shoots any threes, but the free throws is questionable, I'll take the late bloomer. And his team believes in him. His team believes in SGA, and he's clutch. So we just have to see. That's the only thing for SGA right now is the playoffs. We're just waiting for the playoffs, because if he dips down from anything that he did in the regular season, then we can have a conversation about, is SGA overrated? That's the next question that you probably need to have in your chat or whatever. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's going to be the next question for SGA. Is he overrated? Does he live up to the hype? Because that's my thing about it. But of course the Clippers made the right trade. They did what any team would have done, because SGA was nowhere near. He wasn't even as big as he is now. If you look at SGA, how big he was in 2019, he was nowhere near as big as what he was now. If anything, it looks like he just had a full-blown transformation. Like, I don't know. He looks like a grown-ass man, because when he first came to the league, he looked like a little boy, to be honest with you. So he had a crazy development, man. It's crazy. I don't know. He just, kudos to his work ethic, man. Because I don't know, SGA, I don't know what he's taking, or I don't know what not taking, like he's taking any steroids or nothing. I'm just saying, like he's taking care of himself physically, and he's gotten stronger every year. So, but he does need to get a little more stronger. But that's my take, BJ. That's my take.
I just have a couple questions. So, as y'all come here and smash the like button. So you're basically saying statistically, Luka's the only guy who's had better year than SGA statistically. So you're looking at the numbers.
No, I'm just saying statistically. I'm just saying yes, the numbers. I mean, plus the eye test too. But yes, just the numbers.
Okay, so how much do you put in leading your team to deep runs in the playoffs?
I guess I gotta put that above the numbers.
No, I'm just asking because, like, when you say, like, so Trae Young is a player, I think some people forget. Like, the last 3 seasons, the last 3 seasons, the man's been giving you over 27 points per game and over 9 assists a game.
Okay.
So as far as offensively, I mean, next to Luka, you can say Trae Young's the best offensive player as far as points and assists,
Okay.
right? So if you factor that in and factor the fact his third season, he got Atlanta, and Thomas can vouch for this. They weren't a super team. They weren't like no one saw Atlanta coming, but he had that historic third year, his third season. I think he was 22. He led them to the
Yeah.
conference finals. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that was impressive. You know what I'm saying? And you look at Ja. I mean, last 2 seasons he had the Memphis Grizzlies a number 2 seed, and they weren't a stacked team. They had a good defensive team.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of these dudes, and Jason Tatum, let's not get started with him. I mean, just out the gate,
Of
and
course.
even without Kyrie,
Of course.
he's been consistently getting them to the conference finals. And like, all I'm saying is that 25 years old, it's nothing really Shai's doing that's really. I mean, he's having a great season, and he had a great season last year. But
Okay.
there's other guys who's kind of done more in a faster period of time. That's why I think even with that's going to actually help Shai, because I think Shai is more of a underground player where he's an underdog, where he doesn't really he's not a person who's came in the league with all this, spotlight and all. He didn't really have that coming into the league.
That's
So it's
true.
like
He
he
didn't.
basically, I think it's going to kind of play the way that in the long run, it's going to probably play in a good way for him. But even in his 6th season, you're still talking about, I mean, you could talk about
Yeah.
27, 28, you're already in your prime. Now you basically got to catch up to, you're talking about Giannis, Jokic. Do you feel like he can be in that tier within the next year or two?
Yeah. I think SGA, I think he will. I think because right now, if he's playing like this, and like I said, I'm just waiting for the playoffs for SGA. Regular season's great. I mean, it's good, but the playoffs is great. So he has to perform if he wants to be on their level, he has to perform great in the playoffs. So yes, I think he can, because he's 25 and he's had 2 consistent years with pushing this team closer and closer to the playoffs. So I think he definitely can. He's 25, but like you just said, you said this before, BJ, he's a very polished player. And every year SGA adds something to his game. So he came in as a slasher. Of course, he shot the mid-range when he first came in, but his mid-range is very very lethal. His post game is getting better. Just like his handles, of course, are getting better every year. His threes are getting better. And he doesn't take a lot. So I think he'll definitely, if he's doing this now when he's 25, I can only imagine what he's going to do when he's 28 and 27 in his prime. So I think he's going to be okay. I think, but the thing about Jason Tatum, he did come on a Celtics team that was, I mean, with Kyrie his first year, and the Celtics, what, Jaylen Brown was there before him too. Celtics were already a playoff team when Jason Tatum came, so Jason Tatum had time to mold with the Celtics too. John Morant what he did was impressive too, but I know Memphis they had pieces over there. Like, I'm not trying to give excuses for SGA. Of course, he's a late bloomer, but the teams that he had wasn't really a playoff teams like the Jason Tatum or John Morant or
the year before Chris Paul left, they had him as the 5th seed. The year right before, after Chris Paul left, this is what the records that went. They went 22-50 and 24-58. Chris Paul had this team as the 4th seed or as the 5th seed in the Western Conference. So it can't be the team. It can't be like the team was so bad that this is why SGA, like the year before, they had him in the 5th seed.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So I guess I guess it goes to your point. Maybe they're waiting for the arrival of SGA. So I guess that's a good point.
And I don't think personally it's a bad thing. Like I say, with the whole SGA waiting the process, I think OKC is starting to benefit. Like I said, where I was wrong was I didn't know I thought it was going to be another year. I thought next year was going to be their year where they're going to start blossoming. I didn't think it was going to be this year. So that's where they
Okay.
got me wrong. But I think with their coaching, I think with their system, I think what, basically they have as far as, what I'm saying, the culture, with Sam Presti being the GM, I think they have done an awesome job of being able to create a system that's going to be great for years to come. Like, I mean, take Kevin Durant in OKC, for example, back when KD was playing. Bro, KD
Okay.
had OKC in the finals at 22.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
22 years old. He had James Harden was coming off the bench. Westbrook was there, but KD had that team at 22. That's a player that comes in who automatically makes an impact.
Of course. Of course. Kevin Durant's
So
all-time great for sure.
I just want to know, where do we put SGA all time? In my opinion, I just want to know where do we put SGA at?
Damn,
I
well,
mean,
that's too
in the
early.
league.
That's too early. You said all time?
No, in the league right now. In the
That's
league right now.
in
Right
the
now.
league right now. Well, I think SGA from the last 2 years, and like I said, I know postseason's big. I'm big on postseason too, BJ. I'm just saying, but for the last 2 years, you have to call SGA a top 10, top 15 player in the league for sure. He's not less than top 15. If you want to, I put him in the top 10 because I'm what I see from SGA from night in, night out. I'm just saying I put him top 10, but I know the playoffs is definitely gonna secure his spot. So and I'm not gonna say top 5, but it depends on what he does in the playoffs. He can shoot the top 5, but we have to see what he does. But for the last 2 years, he's nowhere. He's top 10, top 15. It's not even a question. Top 10, top 15.
Okay.
I'm definitely right now. I'm taking him over a couple players right now. He's like the best guard in the league, honestly.
So where you put him over Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, I definitely put him over Anthony. You have to put him over Anthony Edwards. I mean, to me, you have to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because he's having. I mean, I think
Minnesota's the number 1 seed in the West.
They are. But I think what SGA is doing for the Thunder is more impressive. And you know this, BJ. The number one seed and the number 3 seed can change at any given time. I think it's only 2-3 games. It's only 2-3 games. So I think what SGA is doing without the bigs that Minnesota has, I mean, he's just having more of an impressive year to me. I don't know. He's playing better than Anthony Edwards. That's just my opinion.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, no, I can accept that. Let's go to Rick. You got it. You can.
Andre, I must say, Bruce came in. We'll let Bruce go and let Andre go. But Bruce, good morning, or good afternoon, really.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody. All the SGA fans gonna hate me.
I'm not gonna hate you, Bruce. I love the game of basketball, bro. I'm not gonna hate you.
You need to be careful with SGA. What do you guys call it? Glazing? Yeah. I'm gonna use that word. Glazing. Okay.
All right, Bruce.
I mean, can you win a playoff game first? Can you win? I mean,
that's a good one.
I mean, SGA could be the next Mitch Richmond. SGA could be the next Tracy McGrady. Really good in the regular season. In the playoff, they disappear. I mean, he's good, but the trading for Paul George was the right decision at the time, because I get defense and offense, a proven player, that has done something in the playoff. Was SGA guarding LeBron at that time? Was SGA going against a super team, going to Game 7 at a time? SGA was skinnier than my broom. Come on, man. Sometimes he played, nobody knew who he was. So the going back to history of we should have kept SGA. Maybe SGA does not become SGA now if he stay on the Clippers. So there's a lot of if in history. Okay, if Shaq stay in Orlando, will he have become the Shaq that we know now, winning all the championship with Kobe? Come on, man. We need to It is what it is. Sometimes things happen in life. We need to accept it. We cannot go look at backwards. You know, SGA want. I'm sure SGA is happy now. He's in OKC because he can show his skills. So we're gonna disagree with SGA. So everybody is happy where they are right now. So SGA is performing. Okay, that's good. I mean, let's wait until SGA meets a lower seed. If he loses in the first round to the lower seed, are we gonna say, "Oh, he choked"? Kirk, are you gonna come here and say he choked?
If he loses against what, like you said, a lower seed.
Yes.
The only way I say if SGA chokes, if he underperforms, and when I say he underperforms, if he doesn't produce the same numbers that he produced in the regular season. But if he does that
Because
and
in the
loses to
playoff, you have to be better than what you were.
Exactly. Nah, I totally agree. So I'll say
And
he choked.
you think I'm
if he does
crazy?
that.
I think Chet Holmgren is gonna be the best player on the team in the years coming.
Oh hell no. Oh, okay. All right. You gotta explain that. You have to. I'm sorry, Bruce.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Why do you say that? No, that's a good. Let me ask you why though. I mean, I don't know
I
why.
think SGA. I think he's gonna plateau soon.
Okay.
He's gonna plateau really soon, like in a year or two. That's gonna be his game. I don't see anywhere where he's gonna go. He's gonna get better than that. I mean, he's gonna be a better scorer. Yes, he has to work on his defense. But I think Chet Holmgren playing had a huge impact on the team. So I think Chet Holmgren could be the Tim Duncan of OKC, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, that's not a bad take. I think Chat's a very talented player, bro. And Chat defensively is a beast. But the thing about Chat is right now he's very fundamental, but he's very slow. He's not that fast.
You know who
I watched
SGA reminds me of?
OKC games. He's very fundamental.
You know who SGA reminds me of? Michael Finley. When Michael Finley was the scorer in Dallas, and Dirk Nowitzki didn't develop yet, and so Michael Finley was like the best player on the team. So that's the same thing could happen to OKC, but we'll see.
That's not a bad take, Bruce. I mean, I wish I knew who the player you was talking about, but I don't know. I think
you don't know Michael Finley?
I don't think I do. I think I have to look into
Wow.
him.
Okay.
That's bad. I know.
Come on.
Wow.
Come on.
Come on, man. You don't know Michael Finley. Wow. Michael Finley, Steve Nash, and Dirk Nowitzki were in Dallas. You don't know Michael Finley?
I don't think so, bro. I think I'm about to look into him.
Wow.
I'm serious.
All right. I'm done for today.
I'm definitely gonna look into him. You said his name was.
Let me go to Andre. Mercedes, we still here. We're still hosting. Let's go to Andre, but great points, Bruce. Great points, Kirk. Appreciate y'all. Y'all can keep going after I let Andre. What's good, Andre?
What up, BJ? What up, Rick? Salute to Bruce and
what up? What up?
What's up, Andre? Talking mom cap.
The Bucks is killing us right now, but yeah, Kirk, you're an SGA apologist, but anyway, I think the Clippers. But yeah, I think the Clippers definitely made the best decision at the time, because in order to get Kawhi Leonard, I don't think SGA, a second year SGA, was going to help the Clippers get to a championship, because in order to compete for a championship, you do need that perennial all-star caliber player on your team. The same logic goes with when LeBron went back to Cleveland and they traded Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love, because a rookie or a second-year player cannot help you win a championship. So trading SGA for Paul George was the best decision at the time. But when you look at it right now and you ask the question, who won the trade? I think right now people would say that OKC won the trade, because even though they lost their MVP caliber player in Paul George, they still got back an MVP caliber player in SGA. I think SGA is the leading MVP votes getter right now, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I do think the Clippers made the best choice. But because the Clippers haven't won a championship, that's why people are just asking this question, who won the trade? But if the Clippers had won the championship, I don't think this would have been a question at all. And BJ, you made a huge you made a huge point earlier on in the show when you brought up the Lakers trading Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball for Anthony Davis, and they end up winning a championship. Now, if they didn't win a championship yet, I think people would be asking that question too. But nobody saw SGA becoming this player currently. And last season, I did say that. I mean, coming into this season, I said last season was a one season wonder for him, and I'm getting flamed on Instagram about it. But SGA, I didn't see him, taking this leap. And we've seen SGA in the playoffs, but he was a rookie on the Clippers when they took the super team, Golden State Warriors to 6 games, but he was a rookie. And then the next season they went to 7 games with the Houston Rockets. But I don't think SGA is going to be a playoff dropper. I just think his game can definitely translate into the postseason very good. Now, I don't think he'll put up 30 points in the postseason every single series, but he could definitely be 20. He can definitely be 20 points and 6 or 7 assists. And we kind of like overrate his defense, but I think he plays very good in the passing lanes. I think he's leading the league in steals right now. I could be wrong, but he's one of the top.
He is. He is.
He is. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, he plays in the passing lanes, but his on-ball defense is not as great. But currently, I would have to put him over PG because PG's not having the season that SGA is having. I mean, SGA is having an MVP caliber season, and PG's on a team that has, players that are just as good as him. So PG doesn't have to really do just as much as SGA's doing. SGA don't got any all-stars on his team, so he has to kind of like do more. But having the Thunder at this position is very, very great for him. And let's see what he does in the future. But currently, I definitely say that the Clippers made the best decision trading SGA for Paul George for sure.
I just got to say something real quick. Like, I've watched this season happen. I saw 3 games between the Thunder and the Clippers. The first game, I can't recall. I think that was the game PG came back sick. I think he had like over 25 points that game.
Right.
And he had an efficient 3-point shooting game. The second game, which was in LA out here, I mean, he was the best player on the floor. And then that's when he had 37. And then the other game, which they played OKC, was SGA, the best player. He had 31. But I wanted to watch the matchup between SGA and PG, and I got a chance to really see it the last couple games. I'm noticing that if y'all kind of see and watch, when PG's guarding SGA, it's hard for him to score on him. But when SGA is guarding PG, he has nothing for him. I don't know if y'all seeing that.
That's facts.
So it's like, it's like even now when PG is not even really, I mean, I still think he's top 10 player when it comes to the postseason. That narrative can change very quick in the postseason of who will be better, because again, you got to think about it. This ain't the younger version of PG where he's going all out in the regular season.
That's true.
PG, Kawhi, all those type of guys, they're going to show their inks in the playoffs. So if we sit here and call SGA this, that, and the other, and he doesn't do what he's supposed to do in the playoffs, that's why I judge people in the postseason. Because you can easily come back later, 2 months later, and say, well, damn, SGA looked bad. He looked bad against, the Timberwolves. He looked bad against, the Lakers. Yeah. He looked bad against the Clippers. He looked bad against this team, that team. So then what do we say after that?
You gotta start calling out people. I mean, that's what Bruce said to me. Like I said, if he just doesn't perform like great, like that's my thing. Like he's not having a good year. He's having a great year. He's averaging 30 on 50-something% shooting with 2 steals a game. Like we're not about to dismiss what he's doing. So okay, if he's doing this in the regular season, I want to see him do this in the postseason. I want to see him do the same thing. That's my thing with SGA. I want to see him do the same thing. So if he doesn't do the same thing, then I guess we're gonna have to call, like he said, a spade or whatever. We're gonna have to obviously the regular season is different from the playoffs. And I'm not what he just said about Paul George is SGA is better than Paul George. I'm not gonna. You can say that by a little bit, but like you said, I've seen Paul George at his best in the postseason, so I don't want to say he's better than Paul George outright. I don't
All
think
right,
SGA
let me
is.
rephrase that. He's having a better season than Paul George.
Yeah, that's a better take because I like SGA, but I like what BJ said. I would take a couple players over SGA just off of postseason. But right now, he's having borderline a historic year. So I mean, it's just like I said, he's going to be the first guard to do what he's doing since MJ. But I'm just saying that stats in today's game is what's it called? Blown. Just people talk about stats too much, but but like from the eye test, he's a beast. So I mean,
Yeah, from the eye test, he has a great feel of the game. Like his game is he rarely makes mistakes. He's very composed.
facts.
He doesn't get rattled. He's a very special player, right? So that's giving him his flowers. So when I tell him, when I say like, okay, SGA is a top 10 player, I mean, I don't see how people can say that when we ain't seen him in the postseason, like at that level. I mean, when he can do something like this, then okay, now we talking.
I'm not mad at that.
But I want to see how he matches up against. I want to see, I want to see them play Sacramento, their first round.
Oh, that would be. Oh my God. Hey,
I want to see him play De'Aaron Fox.
Sacramento winning that.
But BJ, does the team that he's playing on, does it matter? Because if you look at that players, like almost all those guys has never been in the playoffs. It's just him and maybe Lou Dort. So that playoff experience, does it matter because it's a team?
Wait. Don't create an excuse for SGA, man.
That's why I'm saying.
It's just,
so Ja Morant, let me explain. So let me go back again.
Okay.
And I'm not even a Ja Morant fan like that. Ja, they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves his third year. Beat them in 6 games. Desmond Bain was never in the postseason. Dylan Brooks was never in the postseason. Jaren Jackson, JJJ, they were never in the postseason. Actually, they were the year before against Utah. But
I was about to say that.
But
go ahead.
but the experience factor, no, because Ja's younger. He was able to lead that team at that age, and he got them past the Minnesota Timberwolves, who were a more experienced team.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
If SGA is who y'all say he is, then that shouldn't be a problem. That's how you write your name. How else is he going to move up the ladder if he doesn't face that type of adversity? Like,
but BJ, you and I both remember that Minnesota team, that was not a very good coach team that year. We both remember when they went on a 21-0 run before Chris Finch called a timeout. There was certain things that went on in the playoffs that really went in the favor of the Memphis Grizzlies. So if SGA has to face a team that's making some of those terrible coaching decisions, will it have to matter?
Well, my point is, right, again, if you guys think SGA is this guy, then he should be able to get out the first round.
So here's my thing, BJ.
I definitely agree with that. If he's the first,
so here's my thing though.
He should definitely get out the first round.
But I'm not gonna lie though. If they face a Kings team, because I think actually that's a team that OKC would want to face. Because I'm not gonna lie, the Kings have no one to match up with SGA. They have nobody to match up with him. He would probably average 35 in that series. That's 35. Not what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about it. I promise you, if they face the Kings, SGA, you're laughing. I'm telling you, they have no one.
Who's coaching the Kings? Mike Brown, right? He's a defensive coach.
Bro,
and SGA is going to average 35.
I'm Bruce. I'm telling you, bro. If they face up with the Kings, they have nobody to match up with SGA. He is going to fry them. He's going to fry the Kings.
Yeah,
he's I'm worried about.
I wouldn't say 35,
bro. I'm worried about like a Dallas, more like a Sun. Sometimes if he faced the Kings, going to fry the Kings. I promise you that. That's going to be a field.
Do you think he'll be better? So let me ask you: do you think he's better than De'Aaron Fox?
I'm not going to say that because De'Aaron Fox, he's been injured this year and had an off year. I'm not going to say that because he's really good against Steph Curry. I think he's on the same level as Fox. I'm not saying he's better than Fox. I will say that obviously, if he has a better postseason this year, and if he faces Fox, he beats him. But he's on the same level as Fox. He's on the same level as Fox, Trae Young. I'm not gonna say Jason Tatum, but he's on the same level as Fox. Like he's on the same level. They're
So
not,
that
they're on the
top
same
15,
level.
top 20 range, top 15, top 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Top
Exactly, bro. He's on that same level. But he
Exactly.
will fry the Kings.
I'd
Though.
rather
Like,
I'd rather have
SGA
Donovan Mitchell than
What? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad
SGA in the playoff right now. Hey, I said I'd rather have Donovan Mitchell than SGA in the playoff right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, Bruce, are we counting the postseason that Donovan Mitchell just had against the Knicks? Because that was terrible. That shit was terrible.
But yeah, but that was in the second round. So are we
Nah, that
counting
was the first
SGA?
round.
Are we counting?
That was
Are
the
we
first
counting?
round, bro.
That was the first round.
But
First round?
Yeah.
But to your point, though, Donovan Mitchell has had better playoff runs at a younger age, and has beaten a Paul George and a Westbrook.
Well, thank you.
So if you want to say that, then I'm not mad. And they said he was one of the best playoff performers in the playoffs, and then you want to say the bubble. Of course, Donovan Mitchell's a better playoff performer than SGA. Of course he is. But this year will show what SGA can do. I'm telling y'all, if he faces the Kings, he's gonna fry the Kings. I'm not even trying to play with y'all. He's gonna fry the Kings.
I want to see the Kings, man, and I want you to be the first one talking.
Okay, all right, he's gonna fry them.
That's gonna be a hell of a series.
Barbecue chicken, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Barbecue chicken.
Tell me who's matching up with SGA. Who's matching up with SGA? I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna match up with him. Who? Harrison Barnes.
They'll probably put Keegan Murray on them.
Man, he's gonna cook them, bro. Oh my god.
Who's gonna stay? Who's gonna guard? Who's gonna guard De'Aaron Fox? Don't say Blue Dort.
No, Blue Dort can't guard him.
He's gonna go right past them.
Yeah. Fox and SGA are gonna have a field day. They're gonna have a field day, just going at each other. But but it will be a good series though. That would be a really nice test for OKC. I kind of agree with BJ. That would be a good test. Because if he faced like a team like Dallas or something, oh my god, that's not gonna be good, bro. Because Dallas got defense now too, and they got bigs. So
I think OKC can beat Dallas better than.
You think? I mean, they match up good against Dallas too, but I'm saying the Kings, they definitely match up good against the Kings. They definitely do. That's a good matchup. That's a good matchup right there. So we'll see, bro. We'll see.
I think Sabonis
35,
is gonna
by the way.
dominate Hungary. Dominate.
I forgot about Sabonis. Oh god.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, he gonna kill Chat. Chat can't guard Sabonis at all. Chat gonna be in the back. Just his chest is gonna be all red, bro. He cannot guard him. He's gonna fuck him up.
Man, Malik Monk will go off. Come on.
I forgot about Malik Monk, but OKC does have two good bench players in Wallace and Isaiah Joe, but I don't know how good they are and how good they're going to be in the postseason. But those dudes can actually play defense and they can play best. They can shoot. So we'll see.
Yeah, Isaiah Joe, he's a sharpshooter.
Yeah, but facts. But Wallace too, and he can play defense. I know Wallace can play defense like that. They got some. And they also got too. You got Wiggins coming off the bench. Yo, OKC got some good players over there, man.
Man,
So
the way you talk about SGA is like Thomas talking about T-Man. Man,
I never, bro. I literally just said SGA is like top 10, 15. I'm just saying, but I'm not saying he's gonna beat all these good teams in the playoffs, but I wouldn't be surprised if OKC goes to the.
OKC is gonna lose in the first round.
Nah, it depends who they face, bro. Don't do that.
All right.
Don't do that. We're gonna see, y'all.
So let's look at some of the teams they would probably be. So they're the second seed. So are they going the Kings? Do y'all think they can beat the Kings?
Heck no.
I got them beating the Kings, but keep going, BJ.
All right.
Okay. What about Phoenix?
No.
Well, they have no defense, but I can see Phoenix shooting them out the. Nah.
That's too defensive, coach.
Phoenix is tough though, because it can go either way.
Really?
I mean, no one's guarding on Phoenix either. I would say.
Don't
Phoenix
we have like
Okogie or something like that on Phoenix?
What you say?
Okogie or something. So I want to be clear. Does OKC? Are we gonna say SGA don't? are we gonna say SGA? Are we gonna use youth against SGA or for him? Because if we're gonna say it's close against a Phoenix experienced team, and obviously ain't about the OKC being young, because Phoenix got experienced guys all over. So are we gonna use the age factor for SGA or not?
No, for Phoenix.
No, for the because Andre just said was does experience matter with guys who ain't made the playoffs? I want to be clear, since you guys said, well, since Kirk thought about it a little bit, like Phoenix, are we going to use the age excuse for SGA or not?
No, SGA's been through. They say who's the veteran on OKC? SGA is the veteran on OKC. He's been through the most on that team, so he's the veteran. If that makes sense, y'all know that. 2000, he faced a Golden State team. 2019, he's been with Chris Paul. SGA is literally the veteran on that team. So, no, I'm not using that excuse because they're gonna have to go with how he goes. And Jalen Williams took a jump this year, so we're gonna see how much he can take a jump in the playoffs. And Chad, no, I'm not using that. No, I'm not using that.
But Chad's a rookie, and we don't expect him to, go all out in the postseason like that. I mean, it happens, but
then the rookie Donovan Mitchell bounce out a Westbrook and a Paul George.
Thank you.
But it happens. But how often?
We're not using that excuse, bro.
But how often does it happen?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the point, though. That's why I said SGA is not a rookie. Exactly. So if he's that great, it should be no problem.
But BJ, what if he goes off, but the team is just not good enough?
That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to lead the troops.
Because they believe in SGA, bro. When you believe in your players, bro. Because they believed in Donovan Mitchell. That's why they really won. They believed in Donovan Mitchell's skills. You see how he was going off? Like Donovan Mitchell would hit timely shots. He would hit like clutch threes and clutch mid-range shots. He would go to the rack. Like his team was believing in Donovan Mitchell. If the team can believe in SGA, they're gonna be fine. They've been doing it all year.
But
BJ, I think. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, Bruce.
No, I was gonna say I hope SGA is not another Tracy McGrady. Go ahead.
Tracy McGrady. That's a good point.
But I think BJ, you kind of like holding SGA to a kind of like a different standard. And
what standard is that? Top 10? Top 10 standard. I'm holding to a different standard. It's not the same, huh? Well, this is the standard that is a top 10 caliber player. Is he a top 10 caliber player?
No, I got him top 15.
Okay.
Top 10 now.
Okay. I'm just being sure because I'm here in top 10. So let's do top 10 shit. If he's that, I don't hear this. He's top 10, and then when I say let's do top 10 shit, he don't want to do it. Oh, he's not. Nah, he either top 10 or he not. But what about the Lakers? What about the Lakers?
Wait, what about the Lakers? Oh,
they're not beating the Lakers. They're not beating the Lakers in the playoff.
Man, I don't know.
AD will dominate Shai. AD will dominate Shai. And they have nobody for LeBron, even at his age.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
So, Bruce, that's true. But that don't mean that, SGA can't go off against the Lakers. He could, but the OKC Thunder just don't have the players that can keep up with Anthony Davis and LeBron.
So they can't be. So hold on. So, but again, a top 10. So they can't beat the Kings possibly because of their experience. The Suns, they possibly can't beat the Lakers. So what team can the Thunder beat in the first round?
The Portland Trailblazers.
That's crazy. I mean, BJ, I'm not going to sit here and say that stuff. I think I only question the Suns because their offensive capabilities. And of course, like you said, if he's top 10, he should be able to beat these teams. I think OKC can definitely. I don't know. I think they could beat.
Can they beat the Warriors?
Lakers
can they beat the Warriors?
I can see some funny shit with the Lakers.
No.
They can definitely beat the Warriors. Fuck
no.
It.
No.
Hell no.
Yes. Yeah.
The Warriors?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
No.
They can't beat the Warriors,
No. They're gonna get one game. That's it. One game.
That's crazy, bro.
All right, that's fine.
I can't wait to the post. This is crazy.
Uh,
This is funny right here.
I know Draymond is gonna say something to Chet, and then Chet is gonna cry. Okay, so you'll see.
Chat don't bitch. Chat does
All
not
right,
bitch. He just go out there and play. He's just small as
all
hell.
right, all right. Okay, we'll see.
Nah, I think OKC can beat I think they can beat the Lakers, the Suns, or the Kings. I just think that the most difficult series they will have is the Lakers. Is for sure the Lakers because they're gonna have some funny business. Yeah, it's gonna be a funny. That's gonna be a funny ass series.
Boy, I
Like
can't wait for the playoffs.
same here,
Boy.
bro. Same here.
Ooh-wee.
I'm telling you, bro. If they face the Kings, bro, yeah,
OKC going up there, boy. And you said it that they ain't had nobody in that situation, boy. I'm telling you, it's a whole different animal. You got to actually game plan for them for 7 games in a series, then just play them
facts.
here and there through the season. That's a
You're
whole
right.
different animal.
You right. No, you're right. You're right, B. That's why I'm excited to see it too. That's why I'm very excited. But I'm telling Bruce, I hope they face the Kings, Bruce, because I really want to bet this man, Bruce, if he bets money. Okay, Shai gonna average like 35 in that series. I'm telling you, bro. If they face the Kings, they're gonna beat them like in 6 games. It's not even funny.
Can they beat the
I'm
Pelicans?
telling you.
Yes.
Yeah, they could beat the Pelicans. They could beat the
Yes.
Pelicans. But they
Yeah.
did lose to the Pelicans. And did they lose to the Pelicans no? They beat the Pelicans to play in last year, and then they lost to the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They could beat the Pelicans because yeah. But they're defensively really good. So, I mean, I see what you're saying,
the
Andre.
Pelicans didn't have Zion, so that's
Yeah,
a
they
huge
didn't.
difference.
So yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup. See, that's the thing with OKC, like their size. I know they got Mobamba, whatever that dude is, or then they got like another power forward, but their size though. But OKC likes to scrap and they're just faster than you. Like they're faster. They're gonna hustle more to you because they're not that big. So, but we'll see. But they definitely can beat the Pelicans though. I mean, no, they can beat the Pelicans. I'm just worried about the Lakers. I'm worried about the Lakers and the Suns, and as you should, because any team should be worried about the Suns or the Lakers. So that's me. But the Kings, I'm not worried about the Kings. Not this year. They some shit.
Yeah.
That man said SGA. He said we're gonna do top 10 shit then. Oh,
but
man.
I mean, I don't think if he loses in the first round and he like balls out, like, because we've seen this multiple times. We've seen players average like 30 plus in the first round, but their team is just not good enough and they lose in the first round. And I don't think if he loses, that should take him from the top 15. Like,
So let's look through the top 15.
I see what you're saying, bro.
Let me name some players. So we talking about SGA is a top 15 player, right? So is he better than Donovan Mitchell?
Right now, he is. I think he is.
Okay. So you think you take him over Donovan Mitchell? Let me be clear. So in a playoff going to leading your team, you taking SGA over Donovan Mitchell?
Oh my God! I guess I gotta say Donovan Mitchell right now.
yeah,
Okay,
we gotta say
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell right now. I see what he's saying though, because I seen Donovan Mitchell do it.
Right.
Oh, are you taking SGA over Devin Booker?
No.
Yes. I'm saying yes. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm saying yes. Donovan Mitchell, no. Devin Booker, yes.
But Booker got to the finals. Mitchell never got to the finals.
Oh my God, this conversation crazy.
Yeah, it's tough. Definitely
I see what
tough.
he's saying though, but Devin Booker, I think he's better than Devin Booker. Come on, bro.
But we talking about
postseason.
Squad.
Look at the squad he's doing. Okay, well then no, of course not. Then Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell, yeah, I guess so. We just have to see what SGA does, but as of right now, no, not Devin Booker, not Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, SGA's 15.
Better than Donovan Mitchell.
Is he better than Ja Morant?
Yeah.
Not default, though.
You over Ja Morant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. What we gonna
I mean,
see?
BJ, do you take Devin Booker over SGA right now? I mean, come on now, do you?
When I hear right now, that's more so I look at recent. I don't really look at it like that. I look at it like, am I taking this guy to lead my team in the postseason?
That's a way
So
better question. I see what you're
I
saying.
think
Okay.
Devin has been proven in the postseason in ways SGA hasn't.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I do remember the conversation for Devin Booker that when was he ever going to hit the postseason? But he was young though too. Remember they were saying that? Y'all remember that? He was like
Yeah.
he's on a
I
bad
was
team, but
saying
putting up big
it.
numbers.
I was
But
saying it.
he's in his prime right now, so
Yeah, he is. But I just remember that conversation with Devin Booker. Like they was like, oh, when is he ever going to hit the playoffs? And I know SGA's hit the playoffs what in the bubble and
the year before.
the year before, but he wasn't this SGA. And I know Devin Booker wasn't really a late bloomer. He kind of had that 70-point game when he was young, 21, maybe 22. So right now, I don't know. I mean, of course, you can say Devin Booker. Yeah, I want Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell, but I'm saying from what I see, I'm taking SGA over Devin Booker. I'm not going to say Donovan Mitchell because he's having his best year. And by the way, Donovan Mitchell's in his prime right now. I don't know if a lot of people understand it. He's 28, 27 years
Yes.
old. So
Mhm.
I was like, why is he balling like this? I said, oh, because he's 28 years old. Yeah, he's in the prime of his career right now. So he's balling like right now. He's having one of his best seasons. So I'm expecting at least something special for Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs. He can't play like what he did last year. So, but I'll probably take Donovan Mitchell over him, but I'm taking SG over Devin Booker. I'm not even questioning that. I'm sorry. But we'll see in the postseason, I guess. I'm just saying, bro, because he's playing with Kevin Durant. He's playing with Jay Williams in his second year. So I mean, I don't
Right.
even think Devin Booker could do what SGA is doing this year on this Thunder squad. I think
That's good.
I don't think
Okay.
yeah.
That's a fair point. I can
Yeah, I
hear
don't
that.
think I don't think Devin Booker could. But Devin Booker is a different type player. Like, I don't know. He's a pure scorer. So SGA just does more. But Donovan Mitchell, I can see him do that. I can see him do something like this on OKC. So I like that take. So yeah, you could say Donovan Mitchell's better than him right now. He's definitely
Paul
better than Trey.
George has been downgraded to questionable for tonight's game. Say the Clippers. Yep. He's
That
questionable
makes
with
a lot
left
of
knee
sense.
soreness.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, man. I'll be telling people, man, we don't know what these cats be going through.
Yeah,
Everybody's saying you need to do this, they need to do that, and he don't say anything, and this comes out. So,
yeah, you did say that, BJ.
you know,
And I mean, it was clear as
see what
day
happens.
Paul George was battling something though. We both knew that though. I mean, it was like we knew something was going on with Paul.
Yeah, I thought he was
I
having
think you
issues
said
with
that
his
yesterday.
groin.
If I
Yeah, I did. I said something's going on with Paul. Something's going on. But I mean, it was clearly because he was just not playing Paul George basketball. But he was, I mean, yeah. Even defensively, he hasn't been playing that good. So
yeah, I tell him I just say sit out.
yeah, let Amir Coffee get some minutes.
Right.
Yeah, and I like him a lot. And what's his name's been balling? Norman Powell. So give him some minutes and he'll probably give you like 20, 24. I'm asking 24, like 20 a night. So Clippers
What's
got
good,
pieces.
Deuce? Deuce. Yeah, Deuce. I don't know what's up with his internet.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But y'all keep going.
Yeah, what the hell are we talking about?
But BJ, where you got SGA ranked in the NBA? You got him top 15, top 20?
Top 15, 20.
Okay.
You know, because when you talk about the top 15 players, we gotta look down the list. So, and I think a lot of times people look at it like, well, right now. Well, okay, well, if we look at it right now, that means it's basically just recency bias, or you know,
Right.
because he's having a good season, then he's he's in the position. Like I look at what you do in the postseason. Like, is he better than I'm saying Jimmy Butler?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. No, he's not better than Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's
After last
15.
year
I think
either,
he's
in the
15 on the
postseason.
list. I think he's 15
He's
on the
definitely
list.
15, bro. He's definitely 15. But I mean, what top? So if we do top 10, right? Okay, so we know that Jokic, Kawhi, Giannis, that's 3. Okay, 4, what? Luka.
Mhm.
5,
You got
Jason Tatum.
you got Steph Curry,
Steph Curry.
6,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum. I mean, yeah, 6, Steph Curry.
Joel
7th,
Embiid,
Joel Embiid, and he's injured. But 8th, who? What? Paul George, Anthony Davis.
Paul
So
George,
that's 9.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
You
10,
got
LeBron.
is he better than LeBron? Yeah.
Okay, so that's top 10 right there. So no. And then you go to the 15 range. I didn't even mention Jaylen Brown yet.
Is he better than Donovan
So
Mitchell?
no. So
No.
Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, and I think Jaylen Brown,
Devin
Donovan
Booker?
Mitchell, borderline. I'm gonna say
Is he
Devin
better than
Booker.
Devin
Okay,
Booker?
Devin Booker. That's 13, right? Okay.
Is he better than De'Aaron Fox?
Okay, that's 14. And I probably put SGA right there.
At 15. Yeah.
Is he better
I
than
probably
Ja
put him right
Morant?
there.
Yeah. I think he's better
Just
than
by
Ja Morant.
default, though. Just by
Yeah.
default. But no, he's not better than Ja Morant if he's playing. So
But
Is he
how
better
is he
than
not?
Jamal
How's he?
Murray?
How's he not better though?
because just if BJ's talking about the postseason, then no. And Ja Morant had good season runs too in the regular season. And we was like I remember you said this, BJ. We was talking about the OKC like the Memphis, and we was talking about OKC like Memphis. So technically, no, he's not better than Ja Morant. I mean, you could say Trae Young, but I'm taking him over Trae Young. I don't know. I'm just taking him over Trae Young. So
Yeah.
he's
fair.
definitely 15. Yeah, you could say 15, 20. Yeah.
And then you got Ant-Man's right on his heels. Ant-Man's right there too.
15, 20. Yeah, 15, 20. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ant-Man,
Tyrese.
Halliburton.
them guys are like right there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean,
he buried Kyrie Irving.
Oh my God! Hold up, wait. That means we have to redo the list. Kyrie's better than Jaylen Brown to me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but it's close though, because Jaylen Brown is on both ends though, so it's close. But no, he's. I mean,
and we said Jimmy Butler, right?
Right.
No, we did.
We didn't.
That's what he means.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, when we make
like
a list, somebody's gonna definitely get left out.
He ain't, but
yeah.
Jimmy Butler,
but
damn
Jimmy,
sure ain't better than Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy
and
and
that's
Kyrie.
what I seen last night too, or the last 2 nights. Jimmy Butler, what he say is about that time.
Uh-oh.
It is about that time. So you know what that means. What are they? 7 seed?
Yeah,
and Peter funny, bro. I think they like doing this shit. They like being down, bro.
I like
Jimmy Butler says about that time. It's the same shit last year, literally.
Yeah. Then we got to come back in here and say Jimmy Butler's top 5 again because what he did. Like, well, I said we gotta see the entire season because certain guys they get up for the postseason,
right?
You know. So
well, in that case, then I'm gonna have to take Jimmy slightly over Paul George, then just slightly.
That's cool. Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'll take Jimmy over slightly. Yeah, slightly over Paul George, and because he plays defense too. I don't know. Jimmy has an old school game, so and he was even his numbers wasn't even that big, but his impact was crazy. So
right.
Yeah, no. SGA's no. That's why, like you said, this postseason is going to be very important for SGA. And he knows that though. That's why he's I think that he's very poised. Like he's very, like you just said, he doesn't talk a lot of shit. Like SGA knows what's at stake. He's not stupid. So I mean, the only thing I didn't like what SGA said before, this is a while ago. He said that, I think he said Kobe's better than MJ, and I was like, okay, you're tripping. But you know, that's just what some people think. He said that to like some kids at a camp or something. So I was like, no, that's not true. But other than that, no, SGA knows what's at stake, bro. So he knows what's at stake. He has to have a not historic postseason, but he has to do what he's doing now. At least 28 points a game. Like you have to at least do that. I'm not saying like average, because he's averaging like 31. So you don't have to average 31, but you got to at least do like 27 points a game or something on 50-something%. Yeah, he has to do that for sure.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to
I don't want to
35.
see no 20. I don't want to see no 21, 22 from him. I'm talking about he had a bad series. He had off. SGA, he's top 10. He this, he that. I want to see that. We should have kept him over. I want to see that.
15 assists. I mean, I know it's
not. That's one. That's one or two.
The same stats that he's averaging in the season. That's it.
Andre, he can do that, but he can do that for 2 games. He can't do that for the whole series. He can't give me 21 and 5. That means he couldn't get past the defense. So,
but he was making the right play though.
Yeah, but but if you're, like he just said, if you are what your team says you are, which one of his teammates called him Michael Jordan, I think.
Oh shit.
then you have to you gotta take, no, his team really believes in him though, for like dead ass.
I mean, they're supposed to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you could sense with OKC, there's like no kind of jealousy. The dudes really play.
Right.
But no, he has to take his team over the hump. So he can have like 1 or 2 games, 21-15, and like, oh cool, shot 53%, cool. Next game you gotta come out and give me 30. Dead ass. Because he has the skill set to do it. It's not like he's going to be driving to the rack all day, even though I think he leads the guards
in drives per game.
Yeah. So that's going to be, but he's very crafty. It's not like he's like Ja Morant. Like he's a very like he said, calculated player. Mm-hmm. So he can hit the mid range. He knows when to hit the 3, so he can score 30. His game is built for the playoffs. That's why I think he's going to have a really good playoffs. So that's my only thing. So we'll see. We'll see, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, we got 2 people, and shout out to my boy Bruce. He just left. So we got like I said, a lot of people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the share, subscribe. Got my man, of course, my co-host Rick, and we got Andre and Kirk in the building. Anyone else gonna get their soliloquy off can click the link. We're talking about SGA, if the Clippers made the right choice by trading SGA for Paul George. Let me ask y'all another question. How do y'all feel like the Clippers are looking these last 26 games?
Question. I think they're looking good. I don't think they're looking great. If that makes sense. I think they're kind of like not coasting, but I think they're playing really good basketball. They're making all the right plays. So I think they're playing good. I think they're just trying to ramp up for the playoffs, like I told BJ yesterday, or told the chat. I don't think, like I said, they're worried about the regular season, but they're not at the same time. You can tell. This team's built for the playoffs. They're built for high IQ moments. This is a high IQ team that shoots a lot of jump shots, not a lot of 3-pointers, because some people worry about that, but they shoot the mid range. That's the thing about the Clippers, so they can get to the mid range. So it's not like they're going to be shooting a bunch of jump shots like the Houston Rockets and then just lose a series because they couldn't make their shots. Like that's not going to happen. They shoot mid range shots, so they're going to be okay. But they look good. They look good. The only problem I had was obviously that Timberwolves game, and Paul George, obviously he's something, injured. So I mean, if he can just not play so many games and keep Kawhi playing, then they're gonna be just fine. And James Harden, he looks amazing. He's still doing them step backs. So, and he's always going to do that because you can't guard him with Kawhi and PG on the wing. So you got James Harden just by yourself. So I mean, I'm not too worried about James Harden. So they look good.
I mean, you know, last 10 games, they 7-3. I mean, they, of course, percentile, I think they're like 0.6 something, like 600 something. So, and then as far as the difference between opponents point per game and their points per game is, you know, a diff of +5. So, I mean, look, man, they, you know, in a way of what Kirk is saying, it's like they could be coasting, but I don't think it's coasting like in the sense of that's what they're purposely trying to do. I think it's so that they're just that damn good. And then I think sometimes when you're that damn good and you know, some games you're not really like tuned all the way in, you may get a team to walk up on you and slap the hell out of you. Oh shit, let's get it together. You know, like let's pull it together. But then when they pull it together, you see the reason why they, you know, they that team. Like, don't sleep on them. It's almost like messing with a hornet's nest. It's like, you know, everybody know, like, try to walk quietly around and you got that one kid that'll throw something at it, then you get stung the hell up. So it's like, that's how I look at the Clippers. It's like, no, everybody see them. We not finna talk crazy about them, but you know, you got your people who gonna try to mess with them. And then once they get it started on you, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Harden, all them boys over there. And this is a Greek freak fan talking. So, you know, you gotta, I know basketball. I'm looking at all the teams, man. Like, I think they're, you know, when you're, like I said, that good organization, the chemistry as well, coaching is great. When all that plays a part, I think sometimes you can get in these, you know, valleys where, you know, you playing good, but then it's like the competition, until that competition kind of bites you in the butt a little bit, it wakes you up. But for right now, man, I mean, I'm not, like I said, last 10 games, 7-3. So I mean, they good.
Yeah, facts. Nah, exactly. Just like what you just said. Exactly. They still good. They fine. And that's why you have everybody talking about the Clippers. All these reporters talking about the Clippers because they have no other choice but to talk about the team. They see how good Kawhi's playing. They like, oh, this team. I got Clippers in the finals, but I thought the Clippers were the bust. But you seen all these reporters coming out saying, "Oh, I got Clippers," especially Stephen A. Like he's high on the Clippers right now, and he was talking crazy about the Clippers like 2 years ago, a couple years ago, talking about this team's a folder, blah blah blah, Kawhi. He's talking about I got Clippers beaten because they know what people know. Like you just said, people know what they see, bro. People know what they see, and it's really just based off Kawhi because he's playing the best basketball of his career right now. Well, some of the best basketball of his career, not the best. I'm not going to say that. So yeah, Clippers are a dangerous ass team. Yes, they are.
Yeah, and I just want to add this to it. Y'all made good points, and I mean, yeah, you do want to ramp up for the playoffs, but at the same time, I think Ty Lue should be smart and not play Kawhi and PG and his best players, not play them a lot of minutes because last season that's what happened. They was playing Kawhi Leonard a lot of minutes post the All-Star break, and I think that contributed to him getting hurt first 2 games into the postseason. So you have this good team, you have Harden, you have Amir Coffey and all these guys. Try not to, ramp them up, but do it smartly. Do not run PG into the ground because y'all saying that he's hurt. He has a knee injury, a groin injury, something like that. So just do what this team could just do enough to have this team as a top 4 seed, get into the playoffs, and PG and Kawhi can take it from there because the Clippers can't get hurt this year, not for the 3rd year in a row. It can't happen. So by any means necessary, make sure these guys are healthy. Don't try not to play them a lot of minutes, and let them get into the postseason. Let's see where it goes from there.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I think they should stay the 3rd seed though. Who would they face? Oh God.
We played Dallas. If it ended today, we would play Dallas.
Bruh. I'll say this about Dallas. I just know they got better. So I will still pick the Clippers though, because Luka. I think the Clippers have played Luka enough to know how to deal with Luka. Like you just like this, you're not gonna stop Luka.
Yeah, that's 30 plus a game right there.
But they know that though. They never really stopped Luka. But the thing about Luka is the Clippers stop him in the fourth quarter. They let him go off for 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter come. This man get tired. They're like, okay, put Kawhi, put PG on him or something. Like the Clippers know how to they know how to handle Luka. So I would have them. If we face Dallas, that's easy. I'm not gonna say easy, but we have bigs. So yeah, I'm not really worried about Luka because he would just. I mean, but Kyrie would be the X factor for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's an interesting series. I would still pick the Clippers though.
Yeah, I still got Clippers in 6.
Yeah, I got Clippers in. I got and we got James Harden now, so it's like we're not the same team. So both of them, I don't know. It'll be interesting though, but it'll be 3 years now since we faced Dallas, and I'm pretty sure Dallas doesn't want to see the Clippers either.
Yeah, nobody want to see the Clippers.
I mean, let's say we face the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans wouldn't care.
Because they have nothing to lose.
That's true. They don't. The Pelicans have nothing to lose, bro.
Cause yeah, nobody's picking them to win anyway. So
yeah,
at that point, it's just survival mode. You just try to make sure.
And I don't trust Brandon.
Yeah,
I agree. I don't trust Brandon Ingram anyways. And Zion, I don't, man. He's here and he's not there. So I don't. Nah. I hope we keep that 3rd seed because I don't want to drop down to 4th and then I don't want to do that.
Right.
But that can change though. Dallas they on a 7-game winning streak. I didn't even know that. So they're probably gonna pass up. We might face Sacramento. I don't know, bro. I don't know who we face. I don't know. Because I'm looking at fucking Phoenix right there. Oh, this is gonna be wild, bro. I don't know, bro. At this point in the West, be prepared for anything.
yeah. The seasons could change at any point.
Literally, man. Like I swear, I've seen these reporters talk on TNT. I think Shaq and Barkley was talking. What the hell was they saying? And Shaq was getting mad at somebody like because someone was saying the Clippers should avoid facing. Not the Clippers, but they were saying like the Clippers should avoid like certain teams. They should just like try to go for like home court or something. Shaq's like, man, he's like, fuck it. He's like, whoever you face. He's like, just get him out the way. He's like, just whoever you face, you're gonna face. And he's kind of right because the West anything can happen in the West, bro. There's no point in trying to duck and dodge anybody. Like because Timberwolves, if they play the 8th seed, let's say that Phoenix is the 8th seed. Okay, let's say the Kings are the 8th seed. Like, let's say the Lakers are you don't know who you're gonna play, bro.
Right.
There's no point in trying to dodge these teams. OKC, if they don't know who they're gonna play.
Yeah, and I heard the 8th seed. I think Phoenix is the 8th seed. They're only separated by like 3 games from the 1st seed. So in the West,
exactly.
Like the seedings can change at any time.
Exactly, and the play-in. So.
Right.
And in the West, you have the game plan for everybody, bro. It does not matter. So, especially Golden State.
What's
And
good?
don't let Golden State get
Andre, Kurt, what's happening?
What's good,
Good,
man?
Rick.
What up, Shai?
What y'all why? Don't you think the Clippers need to put Paul George on the damn bench, man?
Yes.
They whining about his fucking groin. They crying about his fucking knee. Like, we're in the playoff. Ain't like we in the play-in. Put the dude on the fucking bench, man. Why are we even teeter-tottering with this bullshit? Put Coffee in the starting lineup, let the young guys play. And get these boys playoff ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Exactly.
I mean, what y'all think?
I totally agree, bro. I don't want to see an injured Paul George. We just seen that shit last year. I'm good off that. And at the same time, basically. So put Paul George. sit him down and let him Amir Coffee. He's been balling and he hasn't been missing from 3. So let him start. And Norman Powell's been balling too. And give Russell Westbrook some more minutes. Let him think that he can change.
Watch your mouth. We're trying to win, cuz.
I know,
trying to go 500.
But Russell he's that I'm not the X factor, but he's that, I don't know, that you don't know what you're gonna get from him. He's that question mark, bro. I still like Russell Westbrook, bro, because they don't do too much. I mean, you put him in and you pull him out. It's simple as that.
He plays better when they play him in like short spurts. If you play him for like 3 minutes, he goes all out, motherfucker look great. Well, you start hitting that fucking 7 minutes in a row shit, 5 minutes in a row, that's when you start seeing crazy shit happen. But I don't understand that, man. Like, it says questionable. Man, if the man is questionable, that means the shit is 50-50. If it's 50-50, why is he even playing? Like, it's contract year. I don't even know why the hell he doing it down, sir. Because you ain't helping your contract argument. You know?
That's true.
You go out there scoring down 10 points and then blame it on the knee. I mean, sit down so your average stays up. So when you really want to talk the contract again, your damn points per game still around 26, 27 instead of hovering around 12, 15. Like, he only hurting himself by playing.
Yeah.
And it ain't like the Clippers damn need.
But you know how Paul George is, bro. He's like, if I can play, I can play. And I think he's like probably like, we're trying to win a championship this year, so I'm trying to get all the playing time I can get. So I don't know. I don't know what Paul. I mean, that's his mentality is probably like I can play if I can play. But he does. I mean, but I agree. He needs to sit his ass down if there's something going on with his knee, like for sure.
Could come playoff time. If he goes out there and average down 28 a game and he's healthy, I mean, he gonna get a contract. You go out there, win, get deep in the playoff, win the damn championship. You gonna get your damn contract anyway. So just the hell with the contract right now. Sit your ass down somewhere. Get healthy. Come back in the playoffs and show them why they need to pay you fucking a big contract. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, the playoff performance is what's gonna speak the loudest.
That's facts. Do y'all not think he's going to get a contract with the Clippers? Like, what's going on with that contract situation?
It's like the second or third player that's mentioned something about that, like how the Clippers was negotiating or whatever. That's why Patrick Beverly left in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Remember Patrick Beverly said, "Nah, y'all lowball me. I'm out of here."
So Paul George is trying
You
to get
remember
something out.
Hell yeah. They don't sign Kawhi, man. Don't take that fucking long to sign Paul George.
Yeah, and this is PG's the one holding it up. It ain't the front office. PG's the one basically helping out.
Because they already said, PG's already said, what, like 2 months ago? They was talking about this contract. They asked him, he said, hell yeah, we already know about it. We already negotiated. We'll figure it out. He said that shit like 2 months ago. 2 months later, he still ain't got no contract. That don't tell me nothing. That other than Paul George ain't signed, he don't want the contract that they offered. Because if you've been talking about it, there's already an offer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what y'all think he's gonna do? Y'all think he's actually gonna leave?
Nah, he ain't leaving.
I think it was as much as Kawhi or more.
I mean, he should get his. I mean, I ain't gonna say he shouldn't. I'm not in position to say that. I can't say he shouldn't get as much as Kawhi, but I see what he means. Like, he's like, bruh, like, I've been playing for y'all. I've been healthy for the most part, and I can't get a contract. Like, I don't know.
I mean, the motherfucker with 2 games in the NBA Finals. Yeah, I mean, I was letting y'all have a conversation today. Let other people speak sometime. Since the other time make me out be the pit bull, I try to be quiet today. So I'll let y'all have it. But man,
conversation.
But man, listen, Yeah. But man, listen. If PG in there talking about the contract, he's saying, "Hey man, how far away from the NBA Finals was we when I was the one who had the ball?" If he's in there saying that, they can't argue that shit. Just like shit y'all saying about SGA and man, we watch. Like I've been saying it, man. We watch Trae Young do this shit. You watch Ja Morant do this shit. You watch SGA do this shit. You watch De'Aaron Fox do this shit. You watch Anthony Edwards do this shit. And at the end of the day, Paul George keeps going deeper in playoffs and all that. Point blank, period. I mean, you talk about all these fucking stats all you want to. You can say all this shit. Yeah, Trae Young went here. Okay, well, Paul George still going to playoffs and still going deeper. Trae Young we at the fucking house down here, man. We sitting on the couch. We got popcorn out. You pulling out popcorn, putting it in our mouth when the Clippers in the playoff. We watching them play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes one hit wonder run. I mean, but you know, same with SGA. Like he got a bright future ahead of him, but I mean, what the fuck he scoring the playing game? Motherfucker didn't even score 25 points. Got sent the fuck home.
Well, that was the second. That was the second playing game, though. The first playing game,
whatever. He got sent home with 22 points. So, but if Paul George would have got sent home, motherfuckers would have talked about that shit all the way to 2039. But you know, it's somebody else that they like, so they ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, they hold him to a higher standard.
SGA got locked the fuck up, man, and sent home. Period.
Damn.
I don't give a fuck about all these regular season stats. What does Embiid do with all his regular season stats every year? No, I ain't trying to pick on Andre. I'm just using hyped up names. You know, James Harden had all these stats. But hell, he went deeper than the damn first round. You know what I'm saying? How many years Westbrook had all these hyped up ass stats? What the fuck is he doing? Dude getting fucking humiliated every year. He gets in the playoffs and motherfuckers treat him like he's an elementary player. We're going to play 504 your ass. What's all them stats mean, man? What's all them high seeds? Number one seed, you know, that shit don't mean a damn thing, man. And if Paul George in them meetings saying that, ain't nothing the Clippers can say. They like, hey, we don't want to pay you. He like, well, this is what I do. This is what these guys do. You want to get deeper in the playoffs than they do? Get my money. You want to go home in the first, second round every year? Okay. We'll sign them. I'll become a free agent. He might be saying that shit. And if he's saying that,
contracts. He can't just say that. That's funny. You funny as hell. He can't just say that because it's not going to make a difference. Yeah, they don't care about that shit.
No, because when I brought you,
they don't care about winning. They don't care about putting people in the seats.
No, Tommy. Because when I brought you here, it was under agreement that we were playoff ready. We ain't got a championship yet. So in my opinion, I don't believe PG deserves the same money as Kawhi, nor do I think he deserves more money than he already getting paid.
Damn. He don't deserve no more money to get paid because he on a supermax contract already. I agree with that. But Kawhi didn't get supermax either. Kawhi took less.
And I don't think
and Paul George has an argument.
What's his argument?
Because Paul George has been on the court and played for the Clippers more than Kawhi had. Kawhi been out every damn year for 3 or 4 years in a row. And I'm a Kawhi fan, but what I'm saying, contract wise, you can't argue that.
Yes, I can. You got paid for your services.
But everybody's different, though. We can't evaluate Kawhi and Paul George the same.
He got paid for his services. So what did he service? He out-serviced the next man.
That man has signed his contract, and he got less than he, in some arguments, was deserving of. And that's part of being a business and being with a group. I don't want to put Kawhi
you don't know what they offering him. What if they only offering him like $30 million for 4 years, and Kawhi got 156 or 140, whatever he got for like 3 years? We don't know what they're offering him. That's the point that we can't guess at.
So what's the argument here? If we can't argue something, then what is the argument?
The argument is those guys. He needs to be on the bench because his knee and his growing his hurt.
Oh, I came
That
in
was
because I
that
thought
was
we
my
were talking business. I didn't know we were talking about PG needed to be on the bench.
yeah. Well,
All right, y'all can continue then. That's I'm
we
good.
got over to the contract, but what I came up with was why is he even playing? That was the argument. But we got on to the contract. But the
Oh,
contract is we don't know. You don't know what the Clippers offer, and the Clippers have been exposed by Patrick Beverly. For one, that I can remember, maybe more, I don't know. But for offering low ball contracts, Patrick Beverly said the shit was so low that it wasn't even worth sitting in the room to talk about it. So that's why I'm saying I wonder what they. My question is, what they got to be offering the man something low because they signed Kawhi a long time ago, and like you said, Miss Smith, he already signed because it was reasonable. It
because
sounds
he
like to
already
me,
showed improved. December was a beautiful month.
yeah, but he said Kawhi signed before.
So
Kawhi signed
I
a long
guess
time
my
ago.
question to you, Thomas, is what was PG's beautiful month?
The first 2 months of
I
the
think
season, he's like the damn best player in the league. The
Oh,
hell?
you're lying. You're lying.
I'm lying.
We
BJ,
ain't
you
gotta
want to
cuss
pull up
it.
shit?
We ain't gotta cuss. It's Sunday.
yeah,
You want
I'll
okay?
pull
Well,
it up.
don't call somebody a liar. You don't want to be cussed at. The PG was damn
That's the bar.
showing his
That's what
ass
it said. Okay. I
all
didn't
for
know
a
that's
month,
what it
2
was.
months of the season.
I just
Yeah,
agree.
how you gonna be a Clipper
I'll
fan and
check the
say
numbers, but I disagree.
you think PG ain't had no fire month? You must not even been watching the game for the first 2 months of the year. He was the
Don't
best
do
player in the
that.
court and
You
down there
know
the
I
best
watched
player
the
in the
game.
NBA.
Don't do that. You know I watched the game.
Well, you're not proving it. How do you say
Wow.
how you say you watch the games and you ask what months did PG do anything? That man was damn near the best player in the league for the first 2 months of the season, Miss
I
Smith.
just asked you a question. You told me what it was. I
Well,
said I
you asked
believe
me a
that's a
question, I
lie.
gave you an answer, and you called me a liar. So I
Okay.
said, BJ, put the shit on the screen.
I didn't see anything on my screen.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna take a second to go get it.
It's a hostile Sunday.
Yeah. You should know the answer to that already. So you didn't watch the Clippers first 2 months of the season and see Paul George completely going off on the whole NBA. You didn't see that?
I watch every game. I might not watch
I did.
them at the time that they come out, but I watch every game.
So you don't remember the first 2 months of the season, Paul George going off on the whole NBA. You don't remember that?
Okay. I guess he was.
No, I'm asking you. Do you not remember that?
I do not remember that.
Wow. Kurt, you remember that? Rick Masters, BJ, y'all remember that?
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah,
else remember
yeah. He
that?
was top. Yeah, he was top five
Well, yes,
first
sir.
2 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
okay
so
then.
fast. All right.
So
What
am I
was our
still lying?
record this first 2 months?
Okay, hold on, I'm putting it
Paul
up right
George
now.
was murdered in the NBA the first 2 months. Literally murdered him.
What was our
He was
record the
arguably
first
the best
2 months?
player.
Thomas,
He
what was
was
our
actually.
record the first 2 months?
The first 2
No,
months,
he
the
was.
whole
He,
record. I
he was
mean, I
killing.
Yeah.
don't know the whole record.
No,
I
he
know
was
we went
killing
0 and
first 2
6, but I know we went on a long ass win streak too.
Okay. I
We
love
lost.
Von King.
We started losing games when Harden came onto the team,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it took time for him to get adjusted. But
Oh,
yeah, Thomas is right. PG was the best player on the team for the first 2 months of the season. This was
okay.
November, and his shooting splits were great. He shot 52% from the 2, 46% from the 3. He was averaging 27 points in November.
Look at the steals. Look what he's doing on defense. Come on, man. The Clippers just decided to ignore that,
Oh,
gave
he was
Kawhi his
killing.
contract, and now PG's like, wait a minute. I was the best dude out here. And PG got an argument.
Okay.
I mean, like I said,
And
man,
I'm not saying he needs to get paid more Kawhi because I'm not
I
I'm
feel
not
like
saying that.
that's what you're arguing. What is the argument?
the argument is just
The argument is they're in
man,
contract negotiations.
yeah, the man give the man his money. This ain't no somebody that we just look at like, he's here and that's nah. he earned his money. You ask me how much he should be getting. If he wants to get around what Kawhi's getting, that's fair. Because for the last 4 seasons, let's be honest, and I've told Thomas this, and Thomas is a Kawhi guy. I'm a Kawhi guy. Kawhi hasn't been healthy in the playoffs for the last 3 postseasons.
I am confused.
PG led us to the Kawhi he's been hurt or he's not been available the last 3 postseasons. He missed 2021 part of that. He missed 2022. He missed 2023 outside of 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't a situation where Kawhi deserves all this money over PG. They are both deserving of their money. And if they're lowballing PG his money, like Patrick Beverley said they did to him, that's something that you don't want to do because you're not. If PG leaves this team, you're not going to get somebody of his caliber back.
So, in y'all eyes, PG has the upper hand.
PG from sources I have, PG's the one holding out.
And
they want him back on the team.
Show that he. So, what is he waiting for? He's waiting to show them in the postseason what he is.
No, they've given him a deal he doesn't think is worth signing.
Okay.
And he's trying to negotiate a bigger deal. And like I truly believe that the front office and him are going to get on the same page eventually. And it's nothing different from like regular jobs and stuff like that. Like, they're going to eventually get to a deal, but right now they're just trying to basically get the right numbers. But I believe it's going to basically have, both of them are going to get the deal that they want.
Somebody got to give. Everybody ain't going to get what they want.
That's facts.
And if he don't like the number the way it is now, the only thing he can do, I was hoping you would say yes. The only thing he can do is show it in the playoffs.
But why should he have to show it in the playoffs when he already did that? He already showed
he got paid for what he already did. I'm confused. The money that's coming next is what we believe that you will do or can do for our organization. You've already gotten paid for what you've done. And he still got a player option that he can, if you're going to bet on yourself, then bet on that player option.
So what has Kawhi done to get the deal he got?
I think he was in talks of being MVP.
No.
And we already seen that it doesn't go further. It doesn't go further without him. He's shown that it's going to go further as long as I'm healthy.
As far as if they're both healthy. That's the thing. Kawhi hasn't. Okay. So the only time we actually had both guys healthy was in the bubble. We got put out in the second round. Since then, Kawhi hasn't been on the court.
No, that next year he was on the court, but then he got out during the Jazz game. If PG was that y'all are saying or arguing, then it would have went further than Western Conference Finals.
No, that can't be right.
I can play the same game.
No, because you can't hold a team who was fully healthy, who had their full squad on the team, and say, well, if he should have got to the finals, then that would he getting to the conference finals and then leading every category in the playoffs showed he was deserving.
And he got paid handsomely for that.
He got paid before that series started.
They got paid what they got as far as their extensions in hopes of championships. There have yet to be championships.
Miss Smith, you do realize
Kawhi wasn't the only one out either, y'all. Zubac was out, and Serge Ibaka was out, and Kawhi was out. All three of them was out.
Miss Smith, you do realize PG got paid before the 21 season, not after, right?
And what did we get for it?
Again, you said that he got paid for his services
Yeah.
as if he got paid after that. He got paid already before this season happened. This is why I say you need to go in and pay him his money, because right after they paid him, this is what he did.
Wait, BJ, let me ask
Was
a quick
he
question.
doing that before Kawhi got hurt? Or was the catalyst Kawhi?
Hold on, go ahead, Bubba. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bubba. Bubba,
Can y'all hear me?
go ahead.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, okay. So Miss Smith, so what do you think the Clippers should pay PG?
I mean, I think is it 45 now? What's wrong with 45?
For 2 years, 45?
Is it 2 years? I thought he was looking for a 3-year deal.
So you wanted
That's
to
the
give him a
thing.
3-year 45?
I don't see what's wrong with that.
For an all-star caliber player?
What the fuck? That's
What's
something you pay
all-star?
Patrick Beverly.
Did you say 3? Hold on. I want to get. You say, Miss Smith, you said 3-year 45 or 3-year 145?
I'm saying 45 each year. What are y'all saying?
Oh, I thought you said
Okay.
3-year 45.
I tried to get clarity.
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Okay, what we
that's
arguing
what that-
for then?
you
Why y'all so uptight?
Okay.
It's Sunday. Relax.
Do you realize that's
Feel
more than
like
what
I'm being
Kawhi
a
Leonard
test
made?
from all minutes.
Miss Smith said, "Why you so uptight? God damn."
What?
Hey,
They was gonna kill you.
Come on now.
Miss Smith, you proving a point though. You realize you just named it.
Like, we rarely get women up here. You coming in here with the smoke, so we appreciate you, low key.
But you ask yourself why that is.
But Miss Smith, you proving our point. You named the numbers that's bigger than Kawhi's contract.
That's not true. That's not true.
That is
Thomas.
true, Kawhi.
No, it's
That
not
is true. Do
Thomas.
the mathematics.
It's not. I did do the math, Thomas. I know what he getting. He getting paid $50 million each year. They already said the first year would be 52.
No, ain't Kawhi's contract 140, 130, some shit like that?
The buck 50.
What?
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So what's 45? So 45, you want 3? All right. So Kawhi's making 150. Is that what you saying?
150. He getting 52 the first year. But the other 2 years are going to be 50.
Okay. So do you think the Clippers are offering Paul George $45 million a year?
I believe so.
You think Paul George is turning that down right now as we speak?
I believe so. But see, I want to say I believe so because I'm a person who thinks in threes. So I think in multiple factors. I don't think that's just one. It could be all smoke and mirrors on, because I feel like the Clippers run as a unit, including front office, coaching, and players. So that could be smoke and mirrors. Who knows?
So you saying Paul George is turning down a 3-year, $45 million a year?
I'm saying that's what y'all are arguing. Like, I'm saying I don't know that to be facts or not, because it could all be smoke and mirrors. We're not in the room when it happens.
So let's talk facts. Right. Let's talk facts then.
And that's all we said in the first place.
Let's talk facts then. Let's talk facts. We do
know
know facts that
now.
we don't know the numbers
room when it happens if you're talking facts.
We don't know what the Clippers are offering Paul George. That's fair. So
okay.
Let's go to because Miss Smith said that's what you believe they're offering, 3 or 45 each.
I said it could be, yes.
Okay, but what's the chances of that if you had a player before come off who really swore he loved the team up and down, which was Patrick Beverly, chooses not to resign because he felt lowballed and he spoke out about it by the Clippers when he's actually been a vital piece to this team. See, I look at patterns, and when you have a player come out and say that already, I start to lean more towards the other side. So I don't know what the contract they're offering PG. I don't think PG is, knowing him, he's going to turn that down. 3-year, $45 million. So I don't think they're offering that.
Okay, that's fair. We don't know what it is.
I mean, he's making 48 this year, so I mean, I feel like a 3-year 45 is It's pretty low for his
Yeah,
standards.
they're not offering 45. He would have
Yeah,
signed that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think he should get more.
But I'll be fair about this to the Clippers though. If he isn't signing that and he's asking for more than what Kawhi is getting, I'll let his ass walk.
Yeah, I don't think he's asking more for Kawhi because Kawhi wants him here. Kawhi wants PG on the team. That's why he took the pay cut because he wanted to have PG, and I don't know, possibly down the line, maybe I don't know, but Harden could come in the summertime, but he wants PG here.
He said both guys.
But BJ, the more All-Star teams you make, the higher your contract is. So since the last time he signed his contract, he's made the All-Star team 3 times. He made the All-NBA team, and he led the Clippers to the Western Conference Finals. So if he's asking for more, I mean, I don't see what's wrong with that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, hey, Bubba, I definitely agree with it. I'm playing like the middleman. You know what I'm saying?
You in the middle, you on the side. It's okay.
I don't really have to though, because PG's already earned his money.
Right.
I don't have to be on his side or nothing like that. His resume speaks for itself. So my thing is, I don't know what this contract is. I probably won't. I mean, we won't know until after it's done. But he's the one holding it up.
Yeah, I believe so.
And my only question was, what's the intent? If you're holding it up, they done offered you something. You're saying it's not enough.
Yeah, but you don't know what they offer. Miss Smith, you got like they offer him 180 million.
Let me say what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, it could be $1. How do you argue not being paid yet? Is what all I was trying to say. You show and prove.
Or you treat the players fairly. You do that.
I'm
you don't
confused.
just you
Is he
don't
not being treated fairly?
Miss Smith, he was the best player on the team by far. But I mean, it wasn't even close who the second best player was on the team for 2 months of the season. So if you see Kawhi be good for 30 days,
we went back there. I didn't mean to get you go back there, Thomas.
Because you're trying to ignore the facts. And when you do that, you're gonna get me going there.
I'm not ignoring the facts.
You said
when it came on the screen, it was fine. I didn't object to it when I saw it in facts and figures. I'm a sensible person in that way.
But you are, but you playing dumb to the situation because your comment was Kawhi proved something. Well, BJ debunked your comment and showed you who proved more. And then you still saying, well, I don't know what the problem is.
I know where the confusion is. I know where the confusion is. I know where the confusion is. Let me help you out. When I say he proved something, he proved that he is healthy and he is in the best player conversation.
Okay. And Paul George did that. Paul George did that while Kawhi was getting in shape the first two. Because I had to me and BJ, we have topics off the air. BJ's a Paul George guy more than I am by far. Paul George was the best player on the team.
He's a Kawhi guy.
I am a Kawhi guy, but
I said more than me. Are you gonna listen to the full sentence? Or you gonna pick parts of it?
I obviously hit BJ just then because he got into it. It's fine. Go ahead.
Nah, you playing dumb with this stuff. Listen, you said that Kawhi was show he's the best player. He only did it for 30 days, Miss Smith. Paul George did it for a month and a half. In the same season that you're speaking of.
Okay.
So what you don't have no point about what you're saying about Paul George needs to show it. Hell, he did. And he didn't get his money. And me personally, I think he's actually kind of frustrated with the team right now in his gameplay on the court. That's my opinion.
So he's not hurt.
I understand he might be hurt or whatever.
Oh, he's hurt and frustrated.
But I think, me personally, I think he's ill at the team.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Not that I'm right. I'm just saying that's what I think. But to say Kawhi has earned anything more than Paul George, when Paul George has played more playoffs than Kawhi, and Paul George was playing the same way Kawhi is playing right now. Paul George was playing this year in the same season, so they both produced the same production in the same season and was winning games. They've done it in the same year. So how did one man get a contract and another one didn't? That's kind of a slap in the face,
But y'all said he
in my
did get
opinion.
a contract. He just didn't get what he wanted. So my only argument to that going forward is, okay, show us in the playoffs.
You
I'm
shouldn't
done
have
with
to
this
show.
argument.
You
Okay,
shouldn't have to
Y'all are
okay.
the
Well,
show
one that's
anything
his
trying to
in
argument
the
own
is
it.
treat
playoffs.
his. That's not a fair argument though. His argument is
Why should we have to
I've
show
already
anything
showed
in
you in
the
the playoffs.
playoffs, bro?
I already showed you this
But
year,
that's
the
how
first month and a half, 2 months.
negotiations work. If I give you
No,
a contract, we're still on
no,
the
bro.
contract regardless. If I give you one and you say you're lowballing me or it's not it, you just play out the contract and go somewhere else. Or you show me why I should come to the table with more. That's just the way it is.
He
Y'all
just
But
try to
did
the
that,
but
change
the
Miss
the
Smith.
resume
rules of
speaks the
business.
resume speaks for itself though.
He just did that, Miss Smith.
But they
He was
don't
the top
like
three player in the
I hear
league.
what you're saying, Andre. I'm done with Thomas. We keep going in circles. I hear what you're saying, Andre. But the thing is, if I giving you an offer, this is what I'm saying your resume speaks. You have a choice. You have the choice on whether taking it or not.
Right, and that's all we've said the whole time. So again, what's your point?
I'm done with the argument, Thomas. You won. You want it. You won. You got it. It's you.
I'm trying to figure out what your point is. Like you're saying, show me
Point.
something. He
I
already showed
just
it.
said I'm done. I have no point. You right. I'm playing. I'm playing stupid. You got it.
I mean, the Paul George played. He played great this whole time. He played great as long as Kawhi did this year. So I don't know what the Clippers are doing. I know what Patrick Beverly said they'd be doing, and it's kind of looking like Patrick Beverly was right. But they also
Yeah, I
didn't
don't.
give Ty Lue a contract either. They rejected his shit, and rightfully so. They rejected him when he asked for his. I
Gotta show improvement
I
too. There's no
I,
argument there for me. I know I like all my pieces of my organization. There's no argument there for me. To me, Ty gotta show
I
improvement.
all right. So let me ask you how you feel about Ty then. Hey, when you saw Daniel Theis playing really good and we was winning all these games, and then he gets benched, and when you saw Coffee playing really well, and he gets benched, and we already know he does the T-man. How do
Thomas, I'm gonna
you
let you know this now.
how
I'm
does
gonna let
that
you know
how do
this
you feel
now.
about Ty Lue?
Thomas, no comment. There you go.
Exactly.
That don't hurt my feelings.
What time the game start tonight, BJ? Is it late game or weekday game?
It starts at 6:30.
9:30 Eastern.
6:30 Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, 9:30 Eastern. Yeah, we we go. Y'all stupid in the comments. We gonna get ready to close the show. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna go with this, man. Like PG, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? You're hurting your contract negotiations. Clippers, I think they should start Amir Coffee today. What y'all think?
Most definitely.
What you think, Miss Smith?
No comment.
Yeah, I got Miss Smith on the note.
Okay.
She said she ain't
What
saying
think is
nothing
about
else.
Realist is stupid. We gonna have to end this here, and I appreciate y'all
Yo,
coming
man.
in. Zay with your capping
Miss
ass.
Smith, come back. I really enjoyed
Miss
you
Smith,
for real.
Miss Smith, you
I'm
can come
glad
back.
you did. I am a hoot. No, I'm joking.
Miss Smith, appreciate you coming in. Shine, man, always a pleasure. Bubba, my man Bubba, Kirk, all the people. coming here. We
I'm doing them YouTube streets today. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, we going out to end the year. We'll see y'all next stream. Hey Rick, you ready to end this, bro?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
All right, Andre. All right, BJ. All right, Miss Smith.
All right, Sean.
Sean.
All right, Sean.
All right, Miss Smith. But yeah, man, y'all already know the deal, man. Yo, Zaylin Bag said Miss Smith was cooking. I love Miss Smith, man. We need her to come back on. Shout out to Andre, Shine, Kirk, everybody that jumped on today, man. Shout out to the panel, man. Y'all always coming with the fire, man, and we appreciate it. But yo, understand, y'all them names at the bottom, man. Those are the subscribers, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in here, man. Membership badges are available. That's how you end up with the ticker at the bottom. You'll see your beautiful name. Super stickers and super comments are available, man. So during the show, if y'all had a question, because sometimes we catch it, sometimes we don't, just make sure y'all leave a super sticker, a super comment if you really, really, really want us to get to it, man. But yo, Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, you know what I mean? And most importantly, you feel what I'm saying? Is that you laughing, BJ?
Yeah.
That's you? Okay, that's you. All right. I thought it was somebody else. And then the pull-up badge, $4.99 a month. Shout-outs, promotion of your social medias. Send to bjmatthews3@gmail.com. The Clippers badge, $9.99 a month. That's where BJ, your host, is bringing you 3 weekly videos and all access to interviews with Clippers reporters and other players, staff Clippers. And then also, the summertime is coming, y'all. So that $14.99, we got those big names coming up here like Steve Kerr, man. Y'all, Rob Parker, man. Y'all already know the deal, man. Y'all tune in. But yo, man, the most important thing is that, you know, we want to make sure y'all are safe. We really, really, really do appreciate y'all coming in, man. So pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. We out of there like swimwear. BJ, do your thing. Is he still there?
I'm feeling good, feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Yeah, little Rob. I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. It's summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Them summer nights, keep the top on drop. All the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Ooh, baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throwing the backyard boogie, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup. Party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party.